Yo, slide over to the rebuttal bar. Link pinned to the top. Right? Slide over to the rebuttal bar. The link is pinned to the top. Yo, Layla. Slide over to the rebuttal bar. Link pinned to the top. Mm. Mic check, mic check. How we sounded? Uh-oh. All right. 420 if you got that. Mic check, mic check. Give me them ones, give me them twos. All right. We're good. 420 if you got that. Real quick. Mm. Welcome to the Rebuttal Bar. It's your boy, London. No doubt. Got Maxie in the building. Uh-oh. Squirrel in the building. Obs. Hey, tell him Squirrel. Obs. My guy. Day one in the building. Yeah, of course, bro. Got your message, bro. Soon as my phone stops playing up, you already know. It's spinning like crazy. But hey, I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Wow. Let that shit ride. Why is this doing this now? Hold on, we gotta do it this way. Oh, well. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. What we here for? Got a few things lined up today. Yes, sir. We've got a few things lined up. Just let that shit ride. Let's get into this.
Boy, London Man is pissed. He had to sit down for a week. Like, London Man, what are you gonna do, bro? You can't talk for a week. Oh my god, you can't hang on Ponyboy for a week. What are you gonna do? Bitch ass motherfuckers. You're so stupid. You don't even fucking prepare. You watch Daddy put 2-3 channels out, completely different channels, and you sit there on one channel talking shit, hating, and act like motherfuckers. I don't tell nobody to do nothing. But you're so stupid, you act like making enemies with me isn't going to cause a whole bunch of people to indirectly go and start fucking with you. I don't even really want that. I really got no problem with London Man and these clowns. They can sit on there talking about me all day, every day, but the more you keep doing it and the more you keep pissing people off from certain communities, the more they're just going to fuck with you, right? Just like I got people fucking with me. Nobody really told them to do that I've seen. But yeah, you all don't even know how to go to war. You don't even know how to fucking stack a war chest. You don't even know how to diversify your fucking assets. Then it comes back on you, and then you got no platform to even continue hating and talking shit on. Like, what if I put the word out to just actually do something indirectly? Hey, bro, you guys won't stop talking about me. I just went on for a week without talking about any of you, really. I may comment on shit in passing, but I did a regular broadcast. I didn't restream your shit. I didn't focus on you. I didn't go to your area, and you all won't stop. So I don't know. What is that? What does YouTube consider that? Harassment? Bullying? I don't know what that is. They're like, they won't leave me alone out here. They're making me upset. They're upsetting my feelers. Everybody's bullying me and harassing me out here, and it won't stop. What would happen if like people just decided to harassment bully you like they were doing for me 6 months and I had to keep walking it back? You motherfuckers can't communicate and don't know the law, so you're just gonna get stricken and sit there quiet. Go quiet, bitch ass motherfuckers. That's the best thing you could do is just go quiet. Before you have to get quiet. I don't understand why you all keep doing this. I know why, because you're fucking jealous, envious, and hating, and because, you know, it's going to be a long way back with you folks with me, because you've seen it before with many other betas. Now you want to double down and keep digging the hole, and it's not going well for you, right? Like, all you're really going to do is convince broken people like Kirstie Lee Dolls, who just said that down there. I'm not calling her that. She just admitted it. Everyone's broken people, right? So whether that's true or not, so you're going to convince broken people to believe your version of history when we were all here watching it? It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit.
You cannot know what you're teaching about if you got conflicting information all over the place. Like, it's clear that there's a group of teachers in this space that has the real receipts and real deal. Then you have this other group. They're like grifters who know how to talk good. They got the suits on. They know how to appear like they're deep in that, you know, because in this community, if you talk about the Anunnaki and all.
London McLovin. What? Oh my goodness. Somebody must be pretending they read Squid X. What? What do you mean? No. This can't. No. This can't. No. Be real. Red Squid X. Huh? Did you get the message? Where's Malachi Z. York? London McLovin. Oh no, London MC. What did I do to deserve this? Let me go ahead and continue Miami style. And for you, Sally Sue Serpent Slayer, I thought of the perfect song. Every time I see your name, that's the song that came to my mind. And this is how we do it in Florida, huh?
1, 2, 3, and I woke up early this morning and I went to 5 and dime. I saw this pretty young lady that was real fine. I tapped her on her shoulder and said, "Excuse me, ma'am." She pulled down her pants and said, "Spike these hams." Whoa,
oh, Sally, that girl.
Whoa, Sally. That girl. So we walked her to her house and she opened up the door. It was a heart-shaped bed in the middle of the floor. She pushed me on the bed, and this you can bet.
It ain't coming through.
Her legs was real wet. So I grabbed her by the thighs and I moved up truly. She jumped off the bed and said, "Don't touch my booty. Don't touch my booty, cause I won't touch you. Don't touch my booty, cause it's not the thing to do." That girl. Whoa, Sally. That girl.
You're a regular
He
psychologist.
is.
You get the
He's a
situation
wounded
maybe we
child.
can be his
He
mama.
feels abandoned and doesn't
Did you
like
get the latest
women
booster yet
because
for
of
your
it.
health and safety? You're a regular
You're being
genius.
hugged by all of us right now, Paul. This is your warm mama
I
energy.
love you,
Paul.
Paul.
Stay away from me and don't touch me.
You're being accepted despite your
I don't want to be
bitterness.
accepted by you
You're
people.
being
That's the thing. You
loved.
don't get it.
You don't.
I don't want to be touched by you, and I don't want to be accepted by you. Stay away from me. Every time I use the term flow state, I think of this creep. I want to vomit. I'll accept that. Can't really disagree with any of that. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit.
Uh-oh. 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 See the levels. Salute, salute, salute. I hope you lot was entertained. Thank you for the generous donation, Brother Shively. Entertained. Whoa, Sally, that girl. Yo, different, huh? Lay low. You already know. 420 if you got that. 420 if you got that. 420 if you got that. Uh-oh. Heidi in the building. Peace to the 313. Hey, my man in the building. Ryan Johnson in the building. Sporting the Red Dragon. Alongside the Red Dragon. Ryan Johnson alongside the Red Dragon. Yo, cold. The Wales Dragons in the building. That's what I like to see. Tommy repping the 303. Hey, that's what I like to see. Where you repping? Let me know. Where you repping? Give your city a shout out, cause you might be, touching them limits. Sky's the limits. Sky's the limits. Lay low. You already know. Lay low. There you go. Happy to be here. Yo, crazy. Sally, that girl. So what else did we have? We had something else for them. Let's I wanted to, where's it gone? Yeah, I wanted to look into the little agenda what's been pushed, the zestiness, right? I mean, whatever you do in the bedroom, it's up to you, right? But there's an agenda being pushed. You can all see an agenda being pushed. Lots of agendas, may I add, right? But there's a particular agenda being pushed. We're gonna get into that. Give me a second. But before that, you already know. Let's go.
Two gal on my side, me in the middle. Insert and foreign like Lidl. Bad be a call or a smiggle. Yes, you want wiggle. I'm a PIMP, left the brain in a pickle.
Got two gal on my line, one is official. One heard the other one, I think I'm in a pickle. Wanna screw out the skiggle. Remember when I never had a nickel? Now I'm counting money when I fiddle.
You see me up the minivan. You never see the way I came. Looking like a fisherman. I can't stop, I'm a busy man. Holding the fire for hell, man. You see me hop out the minivan. You never see the way I came. Looking like a fisherman. I can't stop, I'm a busy man. Holding fire for hell, man.
My life's a movie, cinema. Sorry, I won't be home for dinner, ma. Put the food in the microwave. I spot a catfish from miles away. Dog filter to hide your face. You ain't a winner, yo. Meet that gal, she's too eager. Can't see me, John Cena. She fell in love with a cheater, but she gon' cry if I leave. She keeps calling me. She just wants out of me. I told her stay far from me. I told her stay far from me. But she's like, nah, man, I love ya. But I can't love a chick cause I'm a hustler. And I'm with hustler miss, they wanna touch us. But they can't touch your thing cause you're a buster. You won't bust your.
You see me hop out the minivan. You never see the way I came. Looking like a fisherman. I can't stop, I'm a busy man. Holding the fire for hell, man. You see me hop out the minivan. You never see the way I came. Looking like a fisherman. I can't stop, I'm a busy man. Holding fire for hell, man. I'm the leng man in the rain. One girl by my side by the name of Lorraine. She complain, got all the fishes wanna follow me. She know me too well cause she studied criminology. I'm all about quality, not quantity. Grab the bunda cause it's my property. You can look but don't touch it, please. Cause I'm the jealous type and that bothers me. Come on and smoke your fat. Like they never told ya, just smoked a fight. Now I'm never sober. Fisherman / Casanova. Guarantee I get my thing before the dance is over. Before the dance is done up, real fisherman mix, those gal get turn up. My roll with the finger one up. Real fisherman, please don't get me about the minivan. You never see the way I came. Looking like a fisherman. I can't stop, I'm a busy man. Holding the fire for hell, man. You see me hop out the minivan. You never see the way I came. Looking like a fisherman. I can't stop, I'm a busy man. Holding fire for hell, man.
Two gal on my side, me in the middle. Insert and foreign like Lidl. Bad be a call or a smiggle. Yes, you want wiggle. I'm a PIMP, left the brain in a pickle.
Pussy, that's in the hate of them. Everybody suck your mum. Yeah, this year, if you're not on man's side, suck your mum.
I was born to be a boss.
Yeah, the real.
Yeah, we can do this shit live. Time is money, won't see me like BT. Late nights riding through the ends, trying to make it home, have me doing up PT. Remember when I lived that thing, way back on the 140, had a BB. Nowadays, man, I move anti like a mom sister if you ain't with the GGs. I rock it. Baby, you be outstanding. I can offer you this, but these bro boys cannot give you nothing. Lie, me loving. I remember when the only time you hear touch your button was the function. Cali got it hard to function. 24th was in Junction. Alcohol had me wavy. Gang getting lit to my soul's like an 80. Trying to be bigger than Amy, but I ain't waiting round for my city to claim me. No summer made so many bangers, was out on the road with the top of like pastry.
In a blood clot,
in my dance, watch you move. I was born to be a boss. Biochemical with the word race, so you know we racking up the tune. That's my haters in the room. I guess it's time to clear this mess up. But what you bringing in the room? I'm a dead on side corn. Look at you step my spawn. Fake niggas don't look at my door, no. We'll knock them down like ginger. 20 million like Inter. Hope them boy they get down. Yeah, we can do this shit live. Time is money, won't see me like BT. Late nights riding through the ends, trying to make it home, have me doing up PT. Remember when I lived that thing, way back on the 140, had a BB. Nowadays, man, I move anti like a mom sister if you ain't with the GGs. Yeah, we can do this shit live. Time is money, won't see me like BT. Late nights riding through the ends, trying to make it home, have me doing up PT. Remember when I lived that thing, way back on the 140, had a BB. Nowadays, man, I move anti like a mom sister if you ain't with the GGs. I ain't got no time. You win and cut those ties. Family you claim to be, but snakes live on both sides. We see through that shit, but still they on my dick. Yo, shot like BBs, why they won't breathe me? Them I get spun like CD. Go, 10 toes on the road. Me, my brothers doing dashing, trying to make the money somersault. We be screaming for the competition. Plus a raven saw this in my vision. Fully loaded, yeah, we get the clipping. Bitch, I'm about to finish what was written, yeah. Hey, tell me fam, who was smoke? Coming for the next choke. Remember when I didn't get paid, but now they wanna crap my shit like soap. If they ain't coming at me kosher, take them down like a poster. I got bigger plans, bigger things, you're listening. I say that grabbing my cojones. I feel all the love. Yeah, I see all the things. That ain't brush the teeth.
How you doing, brother?
Dude, my man, Mr. Jack Talcott.
Hey, I got to admit, I was behind. I don't know what I clicked into, so I'm good to see you. I saw some of you. I'm sorry to keep going. I saw some of what you created. I love. Praise God, man.
Yeah, I'm glad someone like me.
Hey, dude, you've got such a cool energy. We all got our ups and downs. We all got our, whatever we are. I am so inspired today, man. I am so inspired. I've been getting shit done, and then I saw your invitation, man. Very cool. Hey, I hope everyone tuning in, hits that thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscription, the notification, so you know when the rebuttal bar is going.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You heard it. You heard it.
I was hoping that was appropriate. I was assuming it may be. So we want to help each other grow.
There you go. There you go. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So what does Sunday hold for Mr. Jack Talcott? What have your plans been for the day? What have you accomplished?
What did I accomplish? I got the yard mowed. I went to church. I was inspired. I spoke to my mother today. I got a lot of stuff done. Just little odds and ends, it's all unfolding. Thank you. But this is, hey, brother, I had a thought last night, right? I went out after my stream last night and explored opportunities, see what might be revealed. I had an inspiration. It was kind of an observation I had, looking at my life and how it's changed and what's different. What is different for me today from, in the past when I didn't think I could get through the day without a drink of booze. I'm still the same guy, but obviously it's changed. It was a change in perspective. It was a change in values. And I've been trying to evaluate my behavior honestly, without excuses. And I've noticed I'm not really as focused in single things like I used to be, like my goals. I was just consumed with my goals for a while and in different ways. Sorry. Thank you for your patience. The point is, I realized last night, as we increase our faith, we can live less with plan and more with intention. And I think, and the more I thought that through, it makes sense. This society profits from planning. It plans to solve problems, but it creates problems so it can profit from them. It's fucking hilarious. Excuse my language. I found myself living It's not without purpose, because I have clarity in my purpose. I just don't know exactly how my purpose is going to be unfolded. I've got a lot of plans that I use as guidelines, but it occurred to me last night. I live with intentions and I allow my plans to adapt. You know, each day, different circumstances bring different priorities. You know, I allow myself to adapt, to flow freely through time, but with the determination and purpose constantly within me. It's freeing. If you can make sense of that, it is freeing. You're not living with obligation of schedules and blah, blah, whatever else controlling you. But you got to be mindful of when opportunities are, like church this morning. That was an opportunity for me to go and receive inspiration from others and perhaps fellowship. I'm going on and on. I love you guys, man.
Likewise.
What is the purpose and plan for your day? What are you wanting?
I mean, my day was pretty awesome today. I've done a few things, especially with the family. Done a bit of food shopping for the house, and then I hit the live button. It was showtime.
Good for you. The family time, man. I think that's you, right? You got a little young one?
Correct.
Yeah, you got that fucking inspiration right there, man. That's a purpose. And it's time difference. This is the end of the day for you, late at night?
Correct.
Blessings. Thank you for opening up your evening, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. I mean, since you guys are playing catch up, it's only right, you know, slow it down for you guys.
Amen. I'm still figuring out my schedule, though. I haven't scheduled a stream today. I don't know what.
I mean, have you heard from your boy lately or not really?
No, nothing. I wonder about him a lot. I wonder about a lot of people a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And I keep wondering, what might life be like when things are different? You know, when things actually change. Here's a question for all of you. I mean, would you be willing to walk away from everyone and everything you know in order to perhaps explore greater? That'd be a tough one for you, brother, especially with a young one like that, to be able to intellectually detach. I encourage everyone to make that, consider those thoughts. What would you be willing to walk away from today in order to have greater in the future?
I mean,
I'm willing to walk away from everything. I have. I will.
Yeah, I know you have.
No, you have. Well, brother, I think that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to walk into our purpose. And the way to go forth is not to be focused on the past. It's to be empowered and strengthened, to be refined by the past, prepared for the future. The past prepared us for today. So what are we going to do from here? I don't pretend. Go ahead, man.
We can always prepare for the future, and we can always bring things into the future. I like to bring things into the future, so I know where I stand. Like when you bring people into the new year, into the future with you, you don't go looking for new people. You kind of stick with your somewhat of day ones, because making friendship and building that bridge can be exhausting. Again, even on the metaverse, it can be exhausting. And I have the free will to say no, or just not even acknowledge some of these people if I really choose to. But it can be more tiring than the real world sometimes. I don't get this much grief of lately in the real world than I do in the metaverse. I'll tell you that much.
I certainly get more attention and have more conversations in this realm than I do in real life. And it's not from a lack of effort or availability on my part. It's just the path we're living. There's an interesting story being woven through all of us. And brother, I'd encourage you. Loyalty is important. Loyalty should not be overlooked. That's an honorable thing. The thing is for what purpose and in which ways are we loyal? The reason I offer that is, it's really easy for us to build up walls and defenses, especially in this society and realm of conflict. But the way we're going to find peace is to unite, to understand, to overcome the the things we don't like about each other in order to achieve the greater purpose, which is we all want better for ourselves and each other. We really do.
Yeah, but some people are just too slimy to save, Jack.
What if they're not? What if they're not? I know evil exists. I'm not ignorant of that. I don't deny that. I know that people are very stubborn, very manipulative, very destructive and toxic when they choose to be. However, man must be overcome within ourselves, and then we can unite with each other. Because I hold faith that a lot of the toxicity, a lot of the bad behavior that we may see, we may experience, there's a divine purpose for all things. And, many people develop aggressive patterns of behavior because that's what it required, at least in their mind, that's what was required of them to survive.
Yeah, that's that.
I don't know, man.
Mind, yeah.
The mind is where the spiritual battle occurs. And truly, if you want to win a physical battle, the best way to win is through the mind. You got to understand yourself, understand the opponent, understand the purpose. But oh, holy cows, this is totally different than what I was just talking about. But memory of something at church. I had at church. People fight allegedly for peace. Peace must be chosen. Each of us, when we're in a fight, we must choose peace and then share the peace with the other. That's what I want to encourage the citizens in the United States government and the other state leaders. I'd like them to recognize that peace is a choice that should not be ignored. It's an option that I think our world is ready. It's time, whether the world is ready or not. I think the time has come for peace. How about that?
I mean, I agree, right? But with peace comes war, right? And with war comes peace. So it's like knowing full well wars are likely never to end, right? The only time they did end is when a sea virus happened, right? Wars ceased to exist for a few months or whatever, and then it got back on. So there was a moment of peace. Would you agree when that happened, right? So it seemed like something big had to happen, right? The world came to a stop, and then the wars came to an end for a little while. But in that moment in time, what I really found, or what the world seemed to find, was calmness. Everything was more calmer, right? In order for there to be peace, that means no wars can come after that. In my opinion, I resonate more with the calmness. In the calmness of things, that's when you find your peace.
Beautiful. Peace, calmness, stillness. The ceasing of the conflict. It's brother, I truly believe, well, my faith in God, that is where my faith is. My words come from the logic and reasoning and the things I've learned. But we have a God and a creator. We are part of a story of creation. That there might be the accurate way to say it. We are a part of the story of creation, and we have not understood yet our purpose. The full purpose of humanity has not yet been realized. And that speaks about each of us individually and collectively. It's just the way time and growth works. But there's a God who loves us, I believe is there to serve us, that when we recognize our purpose is to serve the world around us, I truly believe that that's why we're here. That's what I've been trying to live with as myself. Going through the day, less focus on plans, more intentions of growth and service, and to feel good, honestly, because it feels good to feel good. So,
Talk that talk.
Well, I started to wonder, okay, what if the words in the Bible are true? What if the words of Jesus were true? That there's a God who just fucking loves us. Just loves us. Because we're just part of this immense, glorious creation. It's It's such an incredible creation that you can't describe it. It's got to be experienced, right? And so here's God, by the grace of God, has created us in its form, in its image. Now, I won't say form because people think physical form, but I'm thinking energetic and in perhaps the form of intelligence. That's what we are. We're imagined beings. There's some infinite, perfect pattern of time and biology and electromagnetism and all this stuff. It brought us forth. And I think literally, I think we're literally here to help each other live the perfect lives, the lives of our dreams. But what I was reminded at church is that God, He, the Father that Jesus spoke of, He is here for you. He's here for us. And man's systems are not here for you. This is what I was going to talk about if I streamed, man. Man's systems are not here for you. Man's systems of government and economics, they are designed to protect the oppressor. We don't want to defend protecting the oppressor, do we? That which wants to divide and consume, that which wants to kill, steal, and destroy under the false illusion of goodness. That's what our government and corporate structures are. Yet we got men and women alive right now in uniform and out, willing to die for their government, die for their business, their company, willing to die for $1. Sorry, I got preachy.
I've seen people willing to die over less than $1. You know, it's crazy.
People die every day because of ideas, because of opinions, because of choices. Well, that's what our wars are. We've got these people who the masses believe have some sort of power because they're employees in positions that are paid to do a job called authority, whether it's legislator or president or whatever. Well, all of those people, they want to justify their jobs, especially the generals and all the intelligence officers. All those characters want to really justify their jobs. And so there's got to be a lot of enemies, right? You got to imagine lots of enemies if you're going to have lots of wars, lots of, well, conflicts bring a lot of, I know I'm not making sense. There's a lot of passion within me that I don't.
Let it out. Best place to do it is the Rebuttal Bar.
Well, my passion comes from my opinions. My opinions were chosen. My faith is in God, not in myself. But what I hope to do is I hope to start a movement. I hope to find a way to, through connections, relationships, open up doors, have some conversations, some real life conversations about, hey, let's stop letting our neighbors' children die in wars. Stop letting the neighboring, the children in neighboring nations, let's stop allowing them to die from famine and, preventable diseases, pure water, clean water could actually help a lot of people here on Earth. And it's something many of us just simply take for granted. And the fact is, here in America, at least, much of the water in the municipalities is not as clean and pure as many people might think. Brothers and sisters, we were born into a world of lies and deception. Don't believe that your limits of your imagination and your good nature, don't believe others have those limits. There is some truly evil. I was going to swear. There's some truly sick people in this world who have been sharing confusion, fear, toxicity, disease, and death. And I'm of the belief that evil does not have to last. That, evil and toxicity, those things, they last until you say no more. And I think when enough of us come together and say, hey, no more corruption, no more wars, no more feeding and no more feeding the military industrial complex while fellow citizens are losing their jobs and their homes. I mean, what the hell is going on, man? It's time for people. I think it's time for each of us to seriously start thinking about God, praying to God. God, what can I do? What may I do? When is enough? When do we change it?
See, that's the part where me and you go our separate ways at the crossroad. I wouldn't be praying to another person or asking another person. I'd be looking within myself before I pray to anybody else.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I was not clear yesterday or today, obviously. God is within. Mm-hmm. So it is. What am I going to lead myself to do? What? And I don't claim to know it all, though. That's the thing. It's like a paradox. You got to figure it out yourself.
Correct.
But if we can have faith in this moment right now, God knows my intentions. I share my intentions, publicly and freely. I intend to hopefully be a part. Well, should God allow, I will be. Until the day I die, that's my goal, is I want to find a way to help bring peace to the world, the entire world. and I want to hopefully be a part of helping reform the entire systems of legislation. And I don't know what God might allow us to do. The way I see it is all thoughts, all ideas come from either the physical realm, which God created, or from the source of inspiration. Well, that's not true. Everything is God, so we can choose what we want to think anyway. Doesn't matter. I choose to believe that God has allowed me to find these ideas, to learn about the organizations and the other human beings who've actually put thought into plan and actually created solutions, sharing solutions. God allowed me to discover the idea, to learn that there was others who knew far more than I did, but with the idea that the others may not have had. I mean, I've been dealing with corporations and governments representing workers and safety and justice for a long time. So why not me? Why shouldn't I try and take these ideas to the citizens in Congress? They're apparently confused about what it means to be leaders or even authority. They're quite confused, like America is. I mean, it's God's plans. This is God's story, guys. We're here in the story of creation. We get to do what we want for the most part. I mean, there's limitations, of course, but most of our limits on what we can do are imagined.
You know what, Jack? I mean, I do concur with some of the things you're saying, right? But I mean, you know, like when I've heard you say you want to go to the UN, do you really think that's possible? Is that, or is that just an achievement you would like to accomplish, or do you see that being possible?
I see it as very possible. I just don't know if it's necessary.
Okay.
Because I actually think if the citizens of the United States, I think if I could create if the opportunity could be created for me to address the citizens of the United States government, if they actually listened to my words and took me somewhat seriously, paid attention to what I was saying, they would better understand their duty and obligation to humanity, to the truth, and in the performance of their job, they would, well, I would share with the citizens of the American government the urgency and the opportunity to bring peace by helping negotiate the ending of wars and new ways for the future that would likely prevent future wars from happening again. Because the solution is simple. The truth must be known. The truth shall set us free from confusion, from fears. The truth is the power of God that will win the spiritual battles within our minds. And it's within the mind that we become slaves to habits, slaves to jobs, slave to ideas. So, brother, I used to believe that changing the world was not even remotely possible until I actually started noticing, holy shit, I have actually helped bring some change to the world around me. And then I started wondering, well, if I really tried, what would stop me from changing the world? I actually thought it'd be easier than this, to be honest. Praise God.
I knew that was coming. Yeah. Praise God.
Well, it's through God's grace that we are. And I believe that without our Creator, without the forces of creation, the mind and intelligence of creation, there would be no thing. So we can experience no thing that is absent of God. There's an essence of God in everything. We're actually not as real as we think. That's the trick. We're just memories and thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings are temporary. Memories can be treasured and resented, whatever we want. These are our lives to live. That's what I realized. And then as I got into my own personal self-development, started studying Started learning from others. Guys, there is so much knowledge out there. So please spend a little, if you haven't yet, or maybe it's been a while, look into some theories on philosophy, some different ideas on psychology. Learn about the humanity that you are. Learn about your health, your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health. Think about those things. They're damn important. Energy is priceless.
Definitely.
Mm.
I think I had something. Where's it gone? 1 second. I think the end of this one.
Hey, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely appreciate you and all of you too, all of you who are tuning in, sharing your support. I truly appreciate and love all of you. I think I am going to do a stream though soon, so I better hop off and get things prepared.
Much love, JT. Much love.
Respect. For those who caught it here, it may be the same thing you already heard, so whatever. Enjoy. Much love. Thank you. Peace.
Peace out. That's the man, Mr. JD. He came through and blessed the Rebuttal Bar. That's my man. Good stuff, JT. Good stuff. Hey. I think I sent that already, bro. Let me have another look. See if that shit sends. There we go. 1 in, 1 out. There we go. Bam.
Fucking with a Coxman love, and you defend on the ball like Gary the Glove. Peyton, no relation, not a lie to station. She brought her own KY, ready for penetration. I'm patient, I'm a murder the puss when I'm ready. But meanwhile, let me throw
420, you got that.
same way that I murder you, baby.
Praise God. Yeah. Go. Uh-oh. Lover boy in the building. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Machine, baby.
People talking wicked on my name. I don't know these people, I'm not into playing games. They would tell you that I'm different, I'd agree I'm not the same. My daughter comes before you, I'm just calling in my lane. I don't do it for the clout, I don't do it for the fame. They envy who I am, I see the people moving strange. I pay them no attention, I got nothing else to gain. They put me in the picture, I'm the one that's getting framed. Fell out over money, we was brothers, it's a shame. They don't know the life, they don't understand the pain. Looking in the mirror, I was looking for a change. Started with an eighth, now I'm sitting on some change. Graveyard shifts, undertakers come with cane. I hate I got a trap, but it's something that remains. I was busy with the work, getting pussy in the range. She knows that it's a rental, but she never complains.
Drinking all this liquor, man, it bad for the soul. Trapping all winter, I'm saying it back on the boat. She is drinking, not a sipping, man, she bad to the bone. When I'm raving, I ain't slipping, got the pouch with a crumb. Bando, baby, got a mountain of song. Trap go crazy, need to count the stone. Ride out times, I can count my bro. Reload time, we need it back for the road.
Never count me out, I was sleeping on the floor. Finessing 6 figures, I was locked behind the door. When I go to work, I know who I do it for. Blood, sweat and tears, I won't tell you what I saw. They saying that I'm broke like they was never there before. I had to tone it down and get a little more mature. Money in the bank, I was living like I'm poor. I guess it doesn't matter when the house has been secured. I don't
Salute, my man Z, how we doing?
protect my energy, I'm someone you can't vote for. Glass house woman, what you throwing stones for?
Yo, what's up, big dog?
How we doing? Coming in clear, crystal clear. Nice. How we doing, Z?
Doing good, Home Slice. I don't have that much time, but I wanted to kind of jump in and, just chop it up. I had some things on my mind I wanted to kind of maybe discuss.
Oh yeah. What I'm here for.
Cool. Say what's up to the chat. What's up to the grand old chat over here on the man's second channel, man. Cool. I saw that your new Holy Weirdo social experiment that you dropped a little bit earlier, and I don't know, just seeing maybe I had some thoughts on it. If you wanted to kind of chop it up about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me turn this down. Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, I don't know. I just thought some things on there were interesting, especially about the 500-pound gorilla in the room. Listen to some of the stuff you had on there. I can't help but notice the insane hypocrisy that was presented there in terms of cyberbullying and claims about that. And if that indeed is what happened to your channel, if indeed members of that community were involved in getting you a YouTube strike, and then the claim that that you're the one cyberbullying or others, maybe somebody like me, I just find fascinating that the man would make that claim. And I'm wondering if he lacks insight into his own behavior, his own hypocrisy, or if he believes it. And that's kind of where my mind is, because I kind of think he really lacks the insight. I think his psychology, his cognition, his consciousness is completely unaware of his own behaviors, which to me is fascinating. It's astounding to me, the level of, or should I say, the lack of insight. It's astounding to me.
I agree. I mean, the things people say and their actions speak a lot to me. And, a lot of things were said. You heard it for yourself. So, I don't know. I mean, you be the judge of that. Hypocrisy.
Yeah. I mean, it's clear. I mean, we're talking about somebody who places other content creators in their thumbnails and then proceeds to restream them and is derogatory consistently And yeah, like Smith W said, it's laughable because you're even like, I can't imagine that you would be hit with a cyberbully strike. You of all people. And I'm just wondering what's really going on here. And then the comment that if I wanted to send my my people at you, I could do that. You know, the flex there. You know, that part was interesting to me because he's done that to me too. He's flexed on me. Oh, I haven't even sent my people, and if I wanted to, I could have you. I don't understand where that the hubris and the arrogance come from. It's like, on what grounds are you going to get my channel or anybody else's channel shut down? You know, I'm surprised indeed. I'm wondering what the infraction was that YouTube justified your suspension, and I'm wondering if indeed if it came from that camp. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know. I'm not in your end.
Well,
I'm
that's
not in
where it
your
comes
end.
from. I mean, I'm not out here. I'm not out here doing the most. I'm just out here, playing a little game. And some people can't seem to take the game sometimes when it's a two-way game. So some people prefer the one-way game, right? But when it's a two-player, it's a bit ropey now. So you talk to the umpire, right? You got to talk to the umpire. So that's what happens.
Yeah. Either way, I think that's going to come back on them, on these people, energetically speaking. I think if somebody's really taking it to that level, they're only doing themselves in at that point. You know, I don't really see them like, I don't see it working out for them. Meaning to say, I don't think we really have to do anything. I'm just going to continue to do my thing. I'm going to assume that's what you're going to do. And we'll let the content speak for itself. We'll let the energy speak for itself. And the people can resonate wherever they're going to resonate towards. And it's okay. As far as that channel, there's a certain amount of people that need that message. To me, it's almost like a 12-step program. Some people need that. They need that energy. So maybe let them have it. And that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. And let the chips fall where they may. But this move, to strike your channel, again, kind of fascinating. The fact, one, that it happened, and two, I just think it goes to show, like, people's intentions. Like you said, some people like competition. Some people like to come on here, do their thing, and they like to see what happens. Let the audience choose. And then there's people who are kind of maybe afraid of competition, and they do those things. Now, I'm not insinuating that he was directly in on it. Who knows? He said he didn't say anything, but he's alluded to it in the past.
Yeah, alluded. There you go.
Right. He's alluded to it. He did it with me. When I came back and I was doing my morning show, and he made I played it on my show. It was the whole, don't get me started. If I wanted to take your channel down, I could easily. I could, that the flex, right? I don't think I've ever heard you flex like that. I know I've never said anything alone. I wouldn't even think like that, and that's the difference. I don't think you would either. I wouldn't even have that thought. It wouldn't occur to me, right? So what does that say? Sitting there with the thought, who's the jealous hater? Who's the real broken hoe? Who are the real broken people? The ones around here, resonating around consciousness. We know the things that we discuss, London. People want to minimalize us, but we know where we're resonating, where our thoughts are, our consciousness. And it's quite obvious where other people, where they're resonating. So I just kind of wanted to weigh in on that, man. You know, because I'm glad you pulled that segment because I didn't hear that, and you know, he's alluded to things like that towards me. So now it's me and you, the same comment. Well, if I wanted to, I could take your channel down. Which again, I'm not sure how, why,
Yeah,
and then even more importantly, why is the man thinking along those lines? Why even
exactly,
say it, dude?
exactly. That's the shit I don't like. Don't even insinuate it. Don't even mention those words around me, because then we start doing what we do, surviving, right? Gotta survive.
Well,
Gotta
yeah,
survive.
yeah. And then, of course, like when somebody in the chat said about covert narcissism, how they play the victim, they will aggress upon another and then play the victim. And that's what I'm seeing here. Because I don't think you really want to be involved with the man. I know I don't. I know I don't. I have evidence that I don't. Who's the one continued this, right? Who's the one who is proactively uh, aggressing, at least with words? Now it looks like something more. And then playing the victim. And hey, let him keep doing it, man, because the people who have eyes to see, they've already seen it. We don't really have to even say anything, maybe just to remind them. Show people
So
the issue and let them make a choice. And like I said, the ones who will resonate with that type of consciousness, then that channel's meant for them. I'm talking to the ones on the fence. And I'm already seeing it, London Man, on my channel. I would say the last week, the people who are showing up on my panel and the stories that they're telling me about being introduced to that channel and then kind of maybe coming to an understanding of maybe the energy that's being embodied there and then moving on from it. So maybe people have to experience it. And then they can have that's the beauty of this platform and other platforms like this is because we can come on, we can present our content, and then at least gives people an option. Because I don't see you or myself telling our listeners where they can go, who to listen to. I don't see you taking ownership over the audience. I know I'm not doing it.
hey, that shit's crazy, bro. I mean, half of these people, you can't even talk to them without their lawyer there now, apparently, right? Like I can't even hit somebody's chat room or panel without having to, watch my back. I might get back wound because it's daddy's got it unlocked, right? He's got it unlocked. So I mean, I don't really resonate with some of these folks out here anyway. So I'm not really losing out, in my opinion. I'm just letting people see what's really going on, you know. People getting locked out just because they're not part of the system or the cult, whatever you want to call it. I went up on Benton's panel the other day, got backroomed. I went over to OTW, I got blocked in the chat room. So it's like I can't really go nowhere to say hello. It's cool, some of these people don't really like me, but I just go out there just to say, yo, what's up? But clearly we can't even do it anymore.
Well, and they've made their choice, I don't think it's really going to affect you or me in the end. It's probably just going to, be to their detriment. Almost on a respect level, because the same thing happened to me. I went over to Benton's, and the gorilla came in and instantaneously backroom me because he has the keys there. So guess what? How do you think now I look at Benton, right? You think I'm ever going to look at Benton the same, with the same respect as I would, or same thing with OTW. That's gone for me. Both of their images in my mind have taken a huge hit. So what's that mean? Okay, they've made their choice in terms of who they want to proceed with as content creators, and I'm going to respond appropriately. It doesn't, it's no skin off my back. And hey, they could do what they want. I do think over time, everyone's going to kind of find their lane as things progress. You know, we've seen that as these communities grow, as each person's channel grows, these things will kind of get pushed into the past. You know, they may flare up here and there. But I think as time goes on, they're going to become less of a thing. People are going to find where they resonate, and that'll be that, man. You know, because
I mean,
a lot of this, yeah, go ahead.
I can understand with OTW. I get it. I really do. But Benton's got his own little lane. Benton's, from what I see, Benton really don't need no help with nothing. But there is a few people out here that possibly need that little push from, you know, Fat Boy. But Benton, he's got his own lane, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little surprising. What happens, I think, London, is people get, I don't want to use the word greedy. It's not greed. Maybe people get deceived. They get deceived. So what, and this happens across all domains in life. People will often sacrifice their long-term prosperity for a short-term benefit, right? That's how grifters work. That's how shucksters work. And I think that's what we're seeing here with these content creators. I think what happens is they're going for the promise of the easy subscribers, but they're not realizing the Faustian bargain that they're actually making, because they're just limiting themselves into an echo chamber. And my suspicion is once they realize that they've maxed themselves out, and they've reached the limit to the benefit of aligning oneself with that creator, they're going to want to try to expand themselves, and they're going to realize the deal that they made. And then you'll see the regret. Again, that's just my impression. That doesn't mean I'm right. That's what I think's going to happen.
Right, yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Hey, I want to run that again for the folks that didn't get to see it. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me know if you can see it and hear it. Can you hear it and see it?
Yes.
Cool.
Boy, London Man is pissed. He had to sit down for a week. Like, London Man, what are you gonna do, bro? You can't talk for a week. Oh my god. You can't hang on Pony Boy for a week. What are you gonna do? Bitch ass motherfuckers. You're so stupid. You don't even fucking prepare. You watch Daddy put 2-3 channels out, completely different channels, and you sit there on one channel talking shit, hating, and act like motherfuckers. I don't tell nobody to do nothing. But you're so stupid, you act like making enemies with me isn't going to cause a whole bunch of people to indirectly go and start fucking with you. I don't even really want that. I really got no problem with London Man and these clowns. They can sit on there talking about me all day, every day, but the more you keep doing it and the more you keep pissing people off from certain communities, the more they're just going to fuck with you, right? Just like I got people fucking with me. Nobody really told them to do that I've seen. But yeah, you all don't even know how to go to war. You don't even know how to fucking stack a war chest. You don't even know how to diversify your fucking assets. Then it comes back on you, and then you got no platform to even continue hating and talking shit on. Like, what if I put the word out to just actually do something indirectly? Hey, bro, you guys won't stop talking about me. I just went on for a week without talking about any of you, really. I may comment on shit in passing, but I did a regular broadcast. I didn't restream your shit. I didn't focus on you. I didn't go to your area, and you all won't stop. So I don't know. What is that? What does YouTube consider that? Harassment? Bullying? I don't know what that is. Like, they won't leave me alone out here. They're making me upset. They're upsetting my feelers. Everybody's bullying me and harassing me out here, and it won't stop. What would happen if like people just decided to harassment bully you like they were doing for me 6 months and I had to keep walking it back? You motherfuckers can't communicate and don't know the law, so you're just gonna get stricken and sit there quiet. Go quiet, bitch ass motherfuckers. That's the best thing you could do is just go quiet. Or you have to get quiet. I don't understand why you all keep doing this. I know why, because you're fucking jealous, envious, and hating, and because, you know, it's going to be a long way back with you folks with me, because you've seen it before with many other betas. Now you want to double down and keep digging the hole, and it's not going well for you, right? Like, all you're really going to do is convince broken people like Kirstie Lee Dolls, who just said that down there. I'm not calling her that. She just admitted it. Everyone's broken people, right? So whether that's true or not, so you're going to convince broken people to believe your version of history when we were all here watching it? It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit.
You cannot know what you're teaching about if you got conflicting information all over the place. Like, it's clear that there's a group of teachers in this space that has the real receipts and real deal. Then you have this other group. They're like grifters who know how to talk good. They got the suits on. They know how to appear like they're deep in that, you know, because in this community, if you talk about the Anunnaki and all.
London McLovin. What? Oh my goodness. Somebody must be pretending they read Squid X. What? What do you mean? No. This can't. No. This can't. No. Be real. Red Squid X. Did you get the message?
Message?
Where's Malachi Z. York? London McLovin. Oh no, London MC. What did I do to deserve this? Let me go ahead and continue Miami style. And for you, Sally Sue Serpent Slayer, I thought of the perfect song. Every time I see your name, that's the song that came to my mind. And this is how we do it in Florida, huh?
1, 2, 3, and I woke up early this morning and I went to 5 and dime. I saw this pretty young lady that was real fine. I tapped her on her shoulder and said, "Excuse me, ma'am." She pulled down her pants and said, "Spike these hams." Whoa, Sally,
that girl.
Whoa, Sally. That girl. So we walked her to her house and she opened up the door. It was a heart-shaped bed in the middle of the floor. She pushed me on the bed, and this you can bet. In between her legs was real wet. So I grabbed her by her thighs and I moved up truly. She jumped off the bed and said, "Don't touch my booty. Don't touch my booty, cause I won't touch you. Don't touch my booty, cause it's not the thing to do." That girl. Whoa, Sally. That girl.
You're a regular psychologist. You get the
maybe we can be her mama.
Feels abandoned and doesn't like women.
Your health and safety.
You're being hugged by all of us right now, Paul. This is your warm mama energy.
Stay away from me and don't touch me.
You're being accepted despite your bitterness. You're being loved.
You don't. I don't want to be touched by you, and I don't want to be accepted by you. Stay away from me. Every time I use the term flow state, I think of this creep. I want to bomb it. I'll accept that. Can't really disagree with any of that. It'll work for the broken ones. They'll buy the bullshit.
There you go. There we go. Hope you enjoy. Hey, TT in the building. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, sir. What you be doing too much? Put on my show, put on my clothes. How you be doing too much? Hey, hey, yeah, boy. Cold, cold, cold. So yeah,
That was
hoping that
that was funny stuff. That was funny
funny
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
I just I wanted to point some things out. So
Mhm.
one of the things he said was I didn't even talk about anybody for a week, only in passing, right? Only in passing, right? Just like we all. So it's I didn't talk about you, except I did talk about you. And he said I didn't even restream any of your content, something that you don't do and something I don't do. Again, the manipulation, the exploitation of his listeners, the clear flouting of the truth, all right, which you could just say is a lie. But I don't think it's a lie because I think he believes what he's saying. I just think he lacks, Mars Life's here, I think he lacks insight to such an extent that it's not really a lie, London. He believes it. He believes it when he says, I didn't even talk about you for a week, and then has to correct and say, only in passing, which means he did talk about everybody for a week. And he says, well, I didn't restream you. So what he's basically saying is, relatively speaking, in relation to how much I talk about you guys, like putting you in the thumbnails, restreaming your content, in relation to all the shit talking I do, I've toned it down to such a point that I'm not really talking about you. Okay? That's the first thing that noticed. The second thing is, like Mars Life says, the broken ones. That's the other thing I have highlighted here. The irony of calling somebody like me and you and our listeners broken when you really look around at his panel, his chat, his listeners, the irony speaks for itself. And himself. I mean, let's face it. And then when he, two more things. Then he said jealous, envious, and hating. Well, that's the classic projection of the sociopath. Because he's obviously the one who's jealous, envious, and hating. Okay? And then I want to point out the last thing, which is, to me, the biggest insight into his sociopathy. How he says it's going to be a long way back to me, like all the other broken hoes that we've seen. Right?
Yeah.
So, London, in his mind, he still feels like he's the king of the hill at the top of the mountain. And that we're really just broken and jealous and envious of him. But then we'll come around at some point, and then it's going to be a long way to get back in his good graces. The level of insanity to think that you and I want to get back in his good graces, I don't. Wow. He's a fascinating character study into pure sociopathy, pure and total sociopathy. And notice anybody who wants to. I haven't said anybody's name yet, so I could just be talking about anybody. You could fill in the blanks. Try to find a point where I said anybody's name. So that's the one that got to me the most, is that they're going to find it's a long way back to me. In his deluded mindset, he actually believes that some of us have that goal and that interest, is that we're just upset, but eventually we're going to work to get back to him. And boy, he's just going to make it a tough journey to do so. But he's so gracious and magnanimous that, you know, the door is always open to, quote unquote, get back to him. It's a fascinating study into personality disorder and character defect, you know, and Talcott's weighing in. And again, I can't say it's a lie because I think he buys in to the persona. So it's not lying. It's just insanity.
Insanity. The crazy form of insanity. Yeah, I'm not used to this form of insanity, see. It's different. I've done that. It's different.
It is different. It's eye-opening in a lot of ways, and I think the key at this point is to observe it more than participate with it, and try to do so dispassionately. Because I'll just speak for myself. If I were to give it any real emotional investment, then that's basically fallen into the trap. The key is when they set traps like this is to, I think, avoid the situation long enough where they fall into their own trap. Because that's the problem. You set a trap for somebody, enough time that goes by, you may fall in that trap yourself.
It's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, to be honest, I think I have said it before, right? And I'll pull it out there again. Boy actually gives me content, right? So salute to that. He gives me content, salute to that. And you know, I feel like if Jack Talcott can, you know, be used in that sense, so can, you know, Fat Boy. So, you know, it's almost like swings and roundabouts over there. But my thing is with some of the coated up ones, right? They seem more twisted and slimier than the boss. You understand? That is the problem that lies with me. I ain't really got a problem with the Fat Boy. It's just the slimy ones that sliver around. I think he probably even knows that as well to some degree, if he's clued up in that sense, right? But you know, like rats on a sinking ship. You know, when we've actually seen, metaphorically speaking, it happen on the, you know, metaverse. We see the rats and the snakes slither around and jump around, and loyalty gets stuffed in the back pocket and all that crap. That's what kind of ticks me. And I've had somebody close to me at some point, so it's like, okay, just waiting for that moment.
Yeah. I think over time things will all play out the way that they're supposed to. Like I said, there's some that need his channel, and the ones that are going to resonate with me, I'll speak for myself. Long term, they're not going to resonate with his message. That's why I'm not afraid to co-create with people, London. That's why I don't view these streets in the way some people do, which is why I keep going back to the projection that many people evidence. Because I come over your channel and I see that right now, 80% of your audience I find over at my channel. But here's the thing. Unlike, you know, the individual we're speaking of, I recognize that they're the audience. They're not my audience. They're not London's audience. They're the audience. Okay. So if I were to feel a certain way about seeing people over here, that would say more about me than anything else, like my mindset. That's why I'm not shy about co-creating with people on that level. I don't approach the collaborative process as one of, let's say, dominance or power, right? I see it as creators collaborating, right? So in that light, you participate in the collaboration or you don't. But that's not what I see over there. Look at his panelists, London man. If you look on his panel,
Yeah.
he has ownership over his panel at this point. In a literal way, he has the keys to their channel, right? Think about it. So he's not in a collaborative spirit with these other individuals. He's in in ownership. He's in a power over dynamic with these individuals, which is fine. Everybody's making their choice. But his comment about it's going to be a long way back to him, that's the part that gets me, is that part, the long way back to him, because he actually really, in his mind, sees himself as the superior. And he sees himself as the gatekeeper to success on this platform in these communities. And I think he's wrong, and I think he's delusional. And like you said, there's certain ones that follow him, they're going to participate in the delusion. But there's going to be a bunch of people that are going to wake up from it, or the ones that are on the fence. And that's where our voices need to be maintained. Because we need to be leaders in our own right. And that's another thing, London, man. I'm realizing that we have a responsibility as being in a leadership position in these communities. There's a responsibility involved in that. And in a way, it's incumbent upon us to maintain our voices. Because otherwise, if people are in a desert, they're going to go for the first oasis they see. And with the lack of true sustenance, with the lack of true living waters, they'll start drinking sand, thinking it's water.
Hey, drinking the oh boy.
That's a mirage. That's enough. Here's the thing. If we leave this place a wasteland, that's one of the things, like, okay, with We Are Awake TV with Ian went through it. Okay. Ian wasn't without blame to me. And we don't have to bash Ian. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to prove a point. Is Ian chose to take a certain, let's say, stance, direction with me. I saw him do it with you, and there was certain fallout from that. But what we saw was he kind of folded. Now, I don't know what his goals were on YouTube, and he may have other things that he's going on. But look what happened to his community. Once they were then, let's say, part and tossed into the metaversal desert, look what happened to them. Look where they are now. You've mentioned this about his community and where it went. You know, did Ian have a responsibility to those individuals? You know, I mean, look at Cadence is here. She was in love with Ian. She was in love with Ian. Come on, Cadence, admit it. Now she's like wandering around. She doesn't know where to go. She's on Paul's channel. She's here. She's on my channel. She's confused. She really just needed Ian. That's it, Cadence. I figured it out. You just needed Ian.
Yeah. Cadence in the house. RT in the building. Happy Sunday. Yeah. Good folks. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, very delusional. Very delusional. I mean, I've had people kind of like, you know, gone against the grain that used to be around me. And it's like, okay, you do you, I do me. But just know that I do me differently, right? And they should know this. So you sit around the target, you're bound to get hit one day. You understand?
Here's what I'm wondering, London Man. I don't know. It's a thought I had. I'm wondering if say the circumstances change. Say London Man gets a video that goes viral, truth or viral, right? And then one day we turn into London Man's channel and he's got 200 people in the chat, right? 250 people. Or like a Martin Liedke, 800 people. Or Bro Sanchez, 1,000 people. I wonder, London Man, if you'd start seeing those people again, what would happen if the dynamic changed in terms of viewers? Which begs the question, what are these people really in it for, right? Because if they're going to be swayed by that, like I think what's happening with Mr. OTW, Benton, and others, what does it say about their integrity? What does that say about their commitment to the truth? What does that say about their commitment to their work? Think about it, man. Because I would venture to guess that if the numbers changed, which numbers will change, somebody like London Man has basically, the sky's the limit. I look at myself the same way. A potential. I don't see the same thing in another channel. I don't see the potential. I see something that's stagnant, looping. And so I'm just wondering if the power dynamic in terms of viewers shifts. I'm wondering how the allegiance of these other individuals would shift. I think I know how it would, you know, but I can't be sure.
You all know. But like we just touched on, bro, it's the rats that creep me out more than anything. So someone put a comment out there, you can't even interrupt on the panel. I've seen that a few times. Why? I mean, fair enough. It's the boys' panel. You know, you want to take ownership. I get it. But I've seen people get their head cut off just for over talking. Like if people over talk me, I let them have it. You know, clearly they want to say something. I'm not that rude to say, hey, I'm fucking talking. Don't know whether I should start being like that, but that's not really the common thing to do, is it? Backroom and shit. But it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends what the circumstance, you know, depends on circumstance. It depends on what one's goals are, their interests. But again, to me, it's not, it's what audience do you want? What's your target audience, right? And then you go from there. What do you want to promote? On my channel, I like to promote open discourse. Okay, I like to give everybody a voice. Now, certain people are going to be, you know, I'm not going to give somebody who's less interesting, I'm not going to turn my whole show over to them. But I'll always let everybody come up and say their piece, right? And because I value that on my channel and my target audience, you know, that's what I'm going for, an audience that values that, you know, and that's kind of what it is. You have to kind of know what your interests are, what your goals are. You know, like I said, you know, there's a place for certain people, or let's just say that channel gives certain people a place to go. Well, let them go there. But what I don't understand, London Man, is why are they creeping? Like you said, why are they creeping everywhere? I don't see London Man's people over there creeping, causing problems, looking foolish, trolling. I don't see Z, right? I don't see Z people over there trolling. But why do those little rats go everywhere to troll? You know?
Yeah. Little rats. I see them for a mile. Even though I greet them, I greet the rats also, but I still see them. Still see. It's like we're the Pied Piper, you know. We're secretly controlling these rats. See.
Well, I said this on my show, London, is that they may not even be conscious of it, but they may be looking for like another option. But they might not be aware of it, because I notice on my channel, the amount of people that you can consider trolls, they'll listen to me for hours on end. But the reality is, somebody who's just a troll, they would never spend that much time unless they're highly disordered and dysfunctional, listening to content just to troll. So it tells me there's something else. So they may be expressing a troll vibe. They may communicate some type of, vitriol towards me. But I'm wondering if subconsciously they're not watching because they are interested. Maybe they just can't communicate it. Maybe they're not ready to communicate it. Maybe they're not in touch with it. Because I can't imagine they would spend so much time, quote unquote, hate watching. I'm not sure hate watching is actually hate watching. I think they're only expressing hate. That's why I try not to block people from my channel. Or if I do block them, a week later I'll go unblock them, or 2 weeks later. London man, there's people in your channel right now, and I don't have to say any names. I don't need to put them on the spot. That were some of my hugest, like, kind of haters. But what happened over time? Things change. Things change. Dynamics change. And now we're on good terms. It seems as though they enjoy my show and my content. I guess my point is, if I were to have rejected them outright, if I were to maybe get in my ego and say, well, off with your head, I'm done with you, I would have closed the door. I would have closed the door to the opportunity of connection, right? So that's kind of where I am with this. Like, if I think somebody's hate watching me, I'm realizing more and more that there's more to it, because a troll might come in, maybe say something nasty and move on, go troll somewhere else. They're not going to spend 3, 4, 5 hours every day waiting to troll. It just is the way it is.
Yeah. We're in the building.
Oh, well, I mean, speak of the Dutch devil, and he shall appear.
Dutch devil. Wow. That's a different. Wow. Nice.
Well, he is Dutch, and
I know.
works with the expression. Voice, he's busy. He usually has his finger in the hole of a dam. He tries to, keep out all those dams from leaking over there. So in Holland, so he's usually busy. I'm glad he found some time to get over here.
Good man, boy. Yeah, good stuff. Boy in the building. Z, listen, I love Bobby, but he's got to find a new girlfriend.
Bro, remember when I said he was such a simp? Isn't he showing himself to be the biggest simp ever? I love him too, man, but holy mackerel. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. She's kind of out of line for fucking with his head, dude. You know what I mean? Because he's rolling with that's his girlfriend, man. In his mind, that's his girlfriend. She needs to check herself on that.
Dangerous waters.
Yeah, man. Voy is great, RT. Oh, well, he's mostly great when he's not just screaming the N-word over and over and over again. When he's,
That's Tommy, no?
oh no, but Boy has been known to go down that road. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting, man. This is all interesting. Here's the thing, London. The ones that are passionate about their message, the ones that are passionate about presenting here on YouTube, they're the ones that are going to kind of survive, grow, progress. And the ones that aren't, they're going to fall by the wayside, man. That's because no matter what, if somebody's a presenter here, they're going to get their fair share of hate. They're going to get their fair share of, problems. People are going to come after them. People are going to, make hate videos on them. They're going to try to attack their channel. But if somebody really is dedicated to the process, then they're going to, probably persevere. That's really what it is, man. And whatever this game is. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it, man. Nobody can really stop you except yourself on here. Because whether you're streaming to 2 people or 2,000 people, if you're passionate about what you're doing, it really shouldn't matter that much, right? And that's the way I'm looking at it.
I mean, you're right, Desi, because I started to notice, right? My hardcore followers or viewers, right, is the ones that come and leave a comment afterwards. I don't ever see these type of people in the chat. They're like, probably in the bushes or doing other things. But when the documentary drops and those type of things, because this is what I originally started out doing, right? Documentaries. The live streaming became something afterwards, or a little panel to discuss my documentaries. I never really intended to build a channel like this, just for live streaming. I was really going to keep it based on the documentary stuff, but growth, and look where we are now. We're doing different stuff. So yeah, I have noticed the people that rock with my documentaries. I never really see them on the live streams, really.
It's funny you say that because I've realized that too recently, and more so recently, that most of the dedicated listeners, you don't see them. They're the silent majority, because we get caught up in the chat and everything. But if you really look at the chat and you look at how many views you got, you look at your subscribers, I'm realizing that maybe anywhere from 60 to 80% of the viewers really do not make themselves known. Maybe a comment here and there, as you said. They're not participating in chat, which was eye-opening for me because when I first got started, there's a tendency to focus on the chat, what they say, get a vibe. But I'm realizing more and more it's the silent ones that may indeed be some of the strongest supporters. You never hear from them. And they'll listen to everything that you do. I'm sure, London, there's people that follow you that have listened to every second of your content, and you'll never know who they are. And to me, that's something that's needs to be. I'm paying attention to it more and more. I'm realizing that, man.
It's a fact. A few of them have started to come forth. They started to show themselves, leaving comments in that. I'm like, okay, nice, cool. I see what's going on. I love it.
Yeah.
We're resonating.
Like even me, man, I don't really comment much anymore when I'm listening to people. Like I listen to people that have no idea I'm listening. you know, and even other content creators that have nothing to do with these communities. You know, most of my listening is not from these communities. I listen to other stuff, London, that I don't even talk about.
Yeah, same here.
You know, man, like I'm not all busy up, you know, with all these other content creators. It could be anything. It could be something about science. It could be maybe one can consider self-help. So many things, dude. Spiritual stuff. All kinds of stuff, man. You know, funny stuff. I'm not up around listening to all these people endlessly. And maybe that's just a natural consequence of becoming a content creator. I'm more involved in like things that I'm creating and people who maybe I want to co-create with, and those who I'm resonating with. I'm certainly not like hate watching. You know, my time's too precious.
Oh no, and that's the thing. I mean,
yeah,
I've got people that actually hit me up and say, "Yo, check this out. Have a look at this." Like people are giving me pointers. Like I'm not actually going out of my way to do certain things. If I am working, it's possibly on my documentaries or with the family or something. But all the other shit in between, some people actually going out of their way to put me on game. You seen Flo give me some pieces. There's a few other people out there that give me some pieces, and I'm just putting the puzzle together. So, you know.
yeah, and you know, maybe that's a good thing. Like again, like you know, the content creator that we were discussing earlier, you know, he'll make comments like nobody's got my work ethic, and I work harder at this than anybody else, and I'm on here 6 hours a day. Well, think about it. All right, think about how much he's on his own channel and then on everybody else's channel, right? And then the mindset is like, well, because I put so much time in, that'll translate to good content and success. I don't see it like that, man, because to me, that's quantity over quality. Where's the quality content, right? And it should be said that just because one desires success and feels like they're working hard for it doesn't mean it's going to translate into success. And, right? And especially with something like this, which is a creative endeavor. All right, let's just say you're like a band, like you're a musical artist, and you put out like, I don't know, 500 songs that are all mediocre, right? But you take another musical artist who every once in a while he writes one song, but it's a hit, or he does an album every 4 years and it's amazing. Who's the better artist? It's not about how prolific you are, it's the quality of the work. And I can make an argument that the quality of the work suffers when one is engaging in it excessively. You lose it. You lose something like there. I can even tell with me when I stream too long, London Man, I can feel the spark leaving. And that's what I know it's on the close the stream down. Like I can feel it. And I've gone on with streams where I pushed it too much. And I know the content has suffered. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I feel you there.
Yeah. So somebody who'd be like, oh, I stream 8 hours every day. I don't take a break 7 days a week. Okay. So what? What does that matter? Who fucking cares? You know? Go ahead, stream 8 hours, stream 12 hours every day. See where it goes. You know.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, there was something else that I've noticed, right? People seem to like call Jack all types of name, push him away, tell people to unsub, do this to him, call him this, do that to him. But they always seem to wiggle back, you know. always seem to wiggle back. So it's like, what's going on here? I mean, clearly someone's doing a wiggling back. Well, folks, we ain't really doing no wiggling back. You know, you can't let Jack be. Who else can't you let be? Clearly, you're not letting Z be. I see Z's naming fun tabs again and doing all sorts. Mentioned my name again, you know, doing all sorts. So, victim. Uh-oh.
What is that? I wonder what that means. Preparing to merge.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Jack's good folk. We're down for a merger very soon. Oh, okay. Oh, you saying what you wanna work with your boy? You wanna work with me? Talcott clips. We can do something. Have a look at my work. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I
No, Talcott. See, the thing about Talcott Clips collection is, you know, they may not know it, but they're kind of owned and operated, fully functional subsidiary of you know who. And the thing about Talcott Clips collection is, I would like to see Mr. Talcott Clip collection try to do what you just said, and I'm sure. Well, I'd be interested to see what the fallout would be there. That's the thing. Once anybody gets under the umbrella of that content creator, in his mind, you're his. There's no working with him. You work for him, and he makes sure of it. London, it's a jailhouse mentality is what it is. It's a jailhouse, you know, shot caller mentality.
Holy
right?
connections.
You know? I saw what happened to me when Talcott Clip Collections one time did a clip off my channel, and I saw how the individual reacted. Yeah. Cynthia says facts. Talcott Clip Collection made an awesome clip from my channel with me and Jack. We did the movie A Few Good Men. It's classic. And, you know, Mr. You know who did not react well to it. He didn't want to play it. He shit on it. He basically said everything should be done on my channel. So, you know, look, that may work for some people, but, you know, but I think it's going to work against Paul because nobody wants to work with him. Okay, fine. Nobody wants to work with you. So do it all on your own. Do it with people who are kind of, you know, the hangers-ons, the OTWs of the world. Who's going to really want to work with him moving forward if he's going to try to take an ownership role and he's going to use a power over dynamic in the relationship? Nobody's going to want to work with him. Nobody with any integrity, nobody with any quality work is going to want to work with him.
Right there. What you just said right there. Quality work. Yeah. That makes perfect sense now. Yeah. With quality work. Yeah. Nail on the head right there, Z.
Right. So, okay. So if to be on his panel, you can't go anywhere else, what does that say? I saw it with me, man. I was a panelist on his show. I would try to go on somebody else's show, like here or else, and then all of a sudden that was like an issue. Well, when I picked that up real early, I changed course. I pivoted. I made a choice to move away from that energy. You know, reading the chat where it said OTW was doing something good with Z2. Now he looks like a tool. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm not going to work with OTW now. It's okay, fine. You know, and then OTW is going to hold it against me. See, he's going to play the victim now. Oh, Z, he's going to make it like I'm trying to pull power dynamic over him. No, It's not in my. It's no longer in my interest to work with OTW. Why would I do it? I would look foolish if I did.
No, that boat is definitely sailed. Hell no. I mean, nah, I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Uh, yeah, we good over here. I mean, yeah. When I really, sit back and think about it, I'm really good. I'm just good over here, just using the content they give me and just not having to talk to anybody and just give them what they want, give them what they give. Fuck the fuckers, right?
Yeah, man. And look, there's benefits to collaborating with people. It's about picking and choosing your moves, your collaboration, because there's a natural tendency. People want to grow their channel. You're going to want to grow your channel. I'm going to want to grow mine. It's like I said before, I don't want to grow my channel at the expense of my long-term prosperity. Okay, I'm not going to go try to get another 500 subscribers, even if it's going to sacrifice the integrity of my work. I'm not going to do that. It's not even rational to do so. Right, like RT says, giving someone the keys to your channel as a content creator is akin to giving up your creative license on your own channel. Simple as that. Turn in your man card. What it's saying to me, RT, is they don't they're not creative. You say because it's giving up their creativity because maybe they lack creativity or they lack confidence in their ability to be a creator.
All of the above.
All right, London, I got to split. The sun's going down here. I've got to do some more stuff outside. No, it's already dark here. Much love, dude. So are you going to proceed on your old channel? You just kind of wanted to get this one, give it a spin, or what's your plan moving forward?
I'm gonna let that one lay low for a while. Just gonna, keep up the radar, chop up over here more time. That one's only gonna be for my project really. And if I have any heavy guests coming over in advance, please fly over there, talk about some geeky shit,
All right, man. Cool. I'll check you later, man. Thanks for having me on. Chat. Much love, everybody. Voynick, if you're still listening, much love, Voynick. Much love. All right, peace.
No doubt, peace. How you feeling? How you feeling? Or 20 if you got that.
People talking wicked on my name. I don't know these people, I'm not into playing games. They would tell you that I'm different, I'd agree I'm not the same. My daughter comes before you, I'm just calling in
Or
my
20
lane.
if
I
you
don't
got
do
that.
it for the clout, I don't do it for the fame. They envy who I am, I see the people moving strange. I pay them no attention, I got
The
nothing else
rebuttal
to
is
gain.
now
They
open.
put me in the picture, I'm the one that's getting framed. Fell out over money, we was brothers, it's a shame. They don't know the life, they don't understand the pain. Looking in the mirror, I was looking for a change. Started with an eighth, now I'm sitting on some change. Graveyard shifts, undertakers come with cane. I hate I got a trap, but it's something that remains. I was busy with the work, getting pussy in the range. She knows that it's a rental, but she never complains.
Drinking all this liquor, man, it bad for the soul. Trapping no wind, I'm saying it back on the boat. She is drinking, not a sipping, man, she bad to the bone. When I'm raving, I ain't slipping, got the pouch with a crumb. Bando, baby, got a mountain of snow. Trap go crazy, need to count the store. Ride out times, I can count my bro. Reload time, we need it back for the.
Let's have a look at this. Oh man. Sorry, Tommy. I tried to play something you sent me, or from your channel, Tommy, but for some reason it's not working. I wanted to see that as well. That's a shame. A goddamn shame, Tommy. Alright, let's see if this will play. Let's get into this real quick.
And I'm coming back with another video, so y'all already know what's going on. All right, y'all. Now, as y'all can see, we finally made it to the Charleston White and Aiden Ross video. Now, I know I'm a little bit late getting to the topic, but y'all already know we couldn't let this video pass us up. Once I went back and just started listening to a lot of the videos of Charleston White exposing everything and a couple of the streaming videos that they did together. So now figured it's the perfect time to go ahead and get into it. Now it's kind of a lot. There's a lot of different clips of Charleston White just going in. There's a lot to it. You know, I think we could do 2 parts to this video, and you know, there'd be like plenty of clips and stuff that we can go over, and you know, just talk about another example of what some people are and what some people aren't willing to do in order to move on in the industry and move up. And in this case, you get a great example of what someone is not willing to do in order to move further up into the industry. And by that, we're talking about Charleston White. Now he goes in, like, I know a lot of y'all might have seen some of these clips and stuff, but you already know we got to do it the classic way. We couldn't let this not, you know, get up on the channel, man. So we're gonna go through all the clips where Charleston White is just really exposing everything. You know, I felt like Charleston White was very controversial, you know, throughout his whole little internet blow up and all his, you know, opinions that he has on everything. But I felt like he became the most bold when this happened, you know. Like, yeah, he was saying wild stuff about people and, you know, F your mama, F them kids, all kind of crazy stuff that people might not liked him for, but they respected his honesty. But when it came to this Aiden Ross, you know, ritual type stuff, he really, to me, became bold and kind of went on another level with it. Not unexpected, because, you know, he's the kind of guy where, you know, he's gonna talk about it. He's gonna have that kind of warrior spirit and not, you know, really give a damn. He gonna expose the truth. But he got bold with this and he really went out there, you know, like he really told it like it was. It's all gonna make sense by the end of these parts that we do on all these streamers, you know, Aiden Ross, Kai Senate, I Show Speed, you know, they all connected, all these dudes on that same kind of wave. And it's all gonna make sense because this is kind of the new age, you know. It's kind of the new age of how they get in to teenagers, how they get into the young crowd, how they get into the youth, how they get into the young Black youth, and so on and so on. And Charleston White is even going to touch on some of that as well in one of these clips that we got. But y'all already know, as usual, man, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to jump right into this first clip, and then I'm going to come back and talk to y'all a little bit more. So check this out.
They was doing some blindfold game, trying to find shit in the box, and I'm like, man, they must be fucking with Charleston. And at what point did you feel it was like, there's another play here?
Didn't you hear me say, nigga, I'm not blindfolding myself in this room with all these rich ass white boys in here. I'm not putting my hand in no box, blindfolded.
You did it. I don't believe you, nigga. Bro, if you really him, just go down straight, bro. If you really him, bro, you really him. It's a celebration today. You dropped band today. Yeah. Bro, this better not be no shit.
Biggest fact.
Nigga, I snapped. No, I'm not doing that. You hear me in the video. Man, it's just some niggas ain't gonna do. I'm very observant.
It looks like you went out there to conduct business for kick.
Yeah.
It looked like they just was streaming the whole time, doing all this. We've seen the white girls, we've seen all that. But there was a situation where it seemed like you were about to get into a confrontation with one of Aiden's guys.
Yeah, they brought him in to confrontate with me. Day one, he was supposed to punk me. It's just like this guy at the boxing match. Aiden them brought him in to get me out at the mall, right? We out shopping. And Prime come in and play like, well, say he's from Chicago and I'm one of King Von's people. They really think I'm a weenie. So in their mind, when he do this, I'm going to cower out. Well, rather than me cowering out, I secretly pull the mace out and tell him, so, I don't care. Aiden steps back and lets it plays out. Aiden steps back, his security steps back, and his cameras keep rolling. We in public, homie.
Yeah.
That little nigga Prime looked and saw I wasn't budging and I had some in my hand. He said, oh, no, I'm just playing. Then him and Aiden started talking about how they set this up. Man, I was trying to text you to tell him. So what if I would have never played tough and would have been, you know what I'm saying? So how far would you see what I'm saying? So they seeing how far they can go. Same with this nigga, testing the waters. Testing the waters.
It seems like the whole weekend, and I'm just going off of what you were saying, they might have had like some type of gay agenda. Like just
don't seem like nothing. Nigga. They did.
Yeah, it seems like they was really playing test.
Man, that boy Bandman Kiva done sent that dick to everybody. And boy, they been coming for that dick. Yeah, they been coming for that dick.
To waters with him and see how far they could push certain things, even if it was just a prank, even if it was just a joke. Now, in these next couple of clips, he's going to go even deeper on, the things that they were trying to do that, basically has to do with the Zesty agenda of the entire industry and how they like to try to induct people into these rituals unknowingly. I just think they didn't really know who they was dealing with Charleston White. Even if they did, they didn't care, because if you want to be on the shit that they own, remember Charleston White was like, I don't need y'all money and all this stuff. Just put me on the game, teach me how to do this streaming stuff so I can go make my own money. But they like, nah, you got to be down with us. You're going to have to do what we want you to do. And these guys is young, Aiden Ross, all these other streamers that's basically, they joining the industry, doing what they got to do to get their money, got crazy connections. Y'all know what Aiden Ross is. He just said it. He the same thing that Drake is. The ish people capture that word ish. It's ish, for a reason, because they ain't the real ones. But anyway, we're not gonna say that word on here because y'all know to get this video banned. They've been running the music industry. Y'all already know that. But this is what they doing today. Like, when it comes to these young streamers, these young YouTubers, they all are in the same circle. And it's getting younger and younger, but this is where it starts. Even the old guys of the game that's been running the industry, running the music industry, they started very young too, getting other people down, snatching other people's souls. You do this, do that. That's how it works. It starts when they very young. I think y'all gonna hear Charleston say it in one of these next clips. He was like trying to take them shopping, trying to get them all warmed up to stuff. That's the same thing Diddy do. Who said it? I think 50 Cent said it or something. He's like, nah, he ain't gonna take me shopping. Did he want to take him shopping, take all these young rappers shopping? That's what they do. They try to get you warmed up to what they got going on.
Stop. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. Nigga, we gotta kick it. This is Paul. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like, I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just say? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga, like, this nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. So this is a little fruit pile. It's a fruit pile, trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there, sitting out there for no reason. If you don't see accident pictures, it'll be like kissing me. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little shit that I'll be saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit. But I'm trying to tell you, nigga asked me, could he take me shopping? And it fucked me up because I'm looking like, what the fuck did this nigga just
Which is why Aiden Ross, him and the dude Prime was doing the things that they was doing. They was just trying to, warm him up to what was really about to be going on. See how far you really willing to go. And if you willing to do these certain things, boom, we finna hit you with a chance to make 10 million. That's what it was all about. But Charleston wasn't with none of it. He was quick to expose it. So look, I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna go right into this next clip and I'm gonna come right back. Check this out.
Questions. So when we go upstairs, they got a whole nother skit for me. This is where my mind, they trying to put me in a ritual. You got snakes, you got wine, girls, fruit, you got a feast table prepared. It's a what, $5,000 to $10,000 a night, a suite, 6-7 bedrooms, balcony, and no girls except these 2 whores they brought for Charleston. 2 white whores at that. And Charleston had already been online how he done rape white bitches. Boy, they trying to set this nigga up.
Tried to frame you.
I didn't eat anything. If y'all see how I was looking at that blonde hair white boy.
Yo, this sound like the Get Out movie. You ever watched the Get Out movie?
No.
You might want to go watch it, man. You probably
So listen, so when they take me upstairs, I said, God damn, Aiden, why I ain't staying up here? He said, oh, next time, Monk, you're going to work your way up here. I said, no, I'm all right where I'm at. That's a bad motherfucker down there too, boy. Shit. Say, I just want to let y'all know we got a new docu-series. Charleston White escaping the Illuminati. Yeah, Charleston White escaping the Illuminati. I don't want that Tyler Perry money. I don't want that Tyler Perry money, Cash. I don't want that motherfucker. I don't want that money. They got to fuck you. Listen. Charleston White has escaped the Illuminati. They tried to put me in jail last night. How many police officers came to the hotel room? 8 to 9 police. They called the police on me, said, hey, man, you need to leave the premises. Trespassing, I'm Buck Churl. So guess what? I got a whole motherfucking comedy series of Charleston White surviving the motherfucking Illuminati. They were trying to fuck. From the time I met this kid, Aiden, they've been trying to get this dick. When I met him, he had the transsexual.
All right, y'all.
It's simple to start making fascinating discoveries about your family's past with Ancestry.
All right, y'all, look, I had to come in real quick right here. This was one of the most awkward things I ever seen. Now, I slowed some things down and zoomed in the video so you could catch these facial expressions because they don't lie. Now, the reason I threw this clip in there real quick because Charleston White was talking about how Aiden Ross had a trainee in there, was trying to introduce him to one, blah, blah, blah. I don't go deep into Aiden Ross and his streams and these people. I think everybody knows Aiden Ross and Speed. I don't know if Prime, the dude with the dreads, it kind of looked like Future. I don't think everyone knows who he is like Aiden Ross and Speed. Now, the girl that's next to them, supposedly she's a trainee. I'm pretty sure she is. Her voice is very deep. She has a strong face. She pretty much looks like a man. This is why I threw this in. Now, this clip was kind of viral about a year or 2 ago. It was on his stream. I think the entire video has almost 2 million views and it sits right on YouTube. This is an example of what is going on. Now, this was 2 years ago, could have been a little bit longer. So Speed wasn't as famous as he is today, but this could have been one of those introductions. Everybody reads the room. Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all can see it in Speed's face when he said, oh my God, it stinks. Because clearly we know what they just got done doing. Both of them come in the room with no shirts on, in shorts, no socks, nothing. She coming in, he coming in, the guy, the trainee, whatever she is, coming in, licking her lips, moving her shirt. Obviously it looked like they just got done with a choo-choo train. You know what I'm saying? So we can read the room. We already know what's going on. But Aiden Ross, being who he is, decides to embarrass them on the stream saying it stinks because he know what they was just doing. They was just doing it in the room next to his room. It's how they get down. And Lord knows, You know, who was doing the hitting? You know what I'm saying? Only Lord knows who was all getting hit, because everybody could have been getting hit. We don't know what was going on, but it looks real funny. That face speed made it seem like he knew what Aiden was about to do as well, because they real buddy, and I'm pretty sure they done hit as well. So I had to throw this in there real quick. It was a must. So with that being said, we're gonna get back to Charleston White, y'all. Check this out.
I made $1.75 million this year from January to now, and the year ain't even started. Last year, I made $1.5 million. Nigga, I done touched the motherfucking $2 million in my motherfucking lifetime, and I ain't even been on the internet 4 years. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I don't need no Jew money. To get the Jew money, you got to suck dick like Puffy. You got to suck dick like T.I. You got to suck dick like Jay. All these niggas is gay. You go to nigga, Drake got his nail. Everybody dealing with these niggas go through the gayism. I'm not painting my nail. I'm not fucking Aiden. I'm not fucking Prime. I'm not fucking XQPC. They wanted me to fuck, and I didn't want to fuck. They wanted me to fuck, y'all. They told you got a big dick. That's why Aiden say, you fuck good. No, I don't. And then the nigga in the background holler, got that good dick. Nigga, shut up, nigga. You see how I fucked up? They been
Stop that shit right there. That's enough of that. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh man. It's wild. That shit was wild, boy. That's the shit they be doing over there. Crazy, right? What about over here? Let's take a look over here real quick. Where's that shit gone?
These are those rhombohedron crystals in your pineal gland. When those crystals become electrically active,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wild, right? That's in New York. Is this what you folks are going through right now? Who's in New York? Who got touched? Who got touched? Let me know. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fair use, fair use, fair use. That's crazy. Let's keep going.
This is a life-threatening storm, the New York governor said. Amongst those of precipitation fell in just a few hours on Friday, meteorologists said. Up to 20 centimeters of rain fell in some parts of the city. City authorities declared a state of emergency. Video footage shows people walking in deep water.
That,
Many streets and basements are flooded.
that's wild.
Car traffic is almost paralyzed. Cars have difficulty moving in the water. The flooding caused major disruptions to the New York City subway system and the Metro North Community Railway system. Water pours from the ceilings and walls of subway stations as well as on the flooded platforms. Some metro lines were completely suspended and many stations were closed. The departure of many flights from city airports is delayed. City authorities recognized the situation as dangerous and urge residents not to leave their homes. The threat of flooding affects not only New York City but also surrounding areas. A state of emergency was also declared in the city of Hoboken, located directly across the Hudson River from New York City. Millions of people are at risk of flooding. Authorities urge residents not to travel on flooded roads. Rescues help people get out of basements and cars. 15 people were rescued from cars and 3 people from basements apartments. No deaths or serious injuries were reported. New York City has received nearly 35 centimeters of rain this month, according to.
This is crazy. Is that what you are really going on with in New York? That's crazy. That's crazy. Hope you don't, get through that shit. That's wild. Hmm. Real wild. Hey, 420, if you got that shit. This is something. I'm gonna pull the link out there. 20 minutes, half hour max. Whoever want to jump up. If not, chill out. Or something on.
My stack to yours is a margin of gap. Cash train, have you mind in the gap in the club, all the length, yeah, arching it back. Champagne's crystal, I can cop that. I was raised in the slums in the flats. Boss bitch, I love the way you drop that. Bring it cute, I can show you what the mob's at. Claim they got it ironic with your pop. Take her to the hood and show her the life. I take her on the flat and show her the sex. Street nigga with some class, you know what I'm like. She a odd gal with some style, you know what I like. Look, ooze litter, big jipper, spade sipper. Break bread with mad jiggers, spray liquor. I'm feeling Sinead, but C's way thicker. I'm loving the game, but streets pay quicker. Don't leave your girl around me. Everybody just bust gun and sell around me. Me and my G's, we stick to the cold card. None of that fake shit.
On the TT.
My stack to yours is a margin.
And salute there, London.
I would say, my man.
Doing pretty good. How's about you?
Yeah, not too bad. Got some things accomplished. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah? Productive day and all?
Definitely. Definitely. Nice Sunday. Easy going Sunday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just curious if this is the Rebuttal Bar. Are you serving drinks?
All day. All day.
What's the special cocktail? You got to have a signature drink.
Whatever you like. I mean, to be honest, the drinks will be around in about another 5 minutes. We're working on the drinks right now.
Yeah.
Hey. Mr. RT in the building.
Tea.
Hey, man.
Salute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, excellent. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm not going to be up here long. I just wanted to point out, like, we went through, I guess it was last weekend, the so-called equinox, and then the local media, news forecasts or whatever, weather, they bring in this concept of the equilux. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, equilux, no.
Equilux. Okay. Here's how bizarre this all becomes. So the equinox is just the same for everybody in this realm. It's on one day, and they claim that it is the situation where the equator and the axis of the earth are perpendicular on that one day. That's called the equinox. But we all experience differing times where day and night are equal because we don't all live in the same place on this realm. And what they do is they call it equilux when you experience your own local situation of equal daylight and darkness, and they chalk it up to like refraction. So to me, it's just a total garbage to state the obvious of how it's the perpetuation of this whole freaking, globe thing that we all must recognize, when the globe axis is perpendicular to the equator. Okay, everybody's that's that. And then they create another whole fucking terminology for what we all realize, what we all experience, in real time at our own locations, where the sun, the daylight and the darkness are all equal. I just found it all like total garbage, and they just equilux. It's the most insane thing. Like what ancient cultures ever said, oh no, not equinox, equilux? I mean, it's just a total garbage, if you know what I'm
think
saying.
that would be zero. Exactly. Probably said that.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think that's kind of the whole point, is to create a world of jargon around it so you don't question it? You go, oh my God, that's a big word. It has to be true, because you're not going to go look it up. So then you go, oh yeah, equilux, of course. That's a fact. I read it somewhere. Has to be true.
Oh yeah, I saw it on the weather, the news, the local news. They said, oh, it's all because of refraction, and we all experience it this way. Yeah, come on, like why even invent something? Like I don't know. I just thought that you guys might find that like absurd to the nth degree, and it's true. It's just what's going on right as we speak. Like how the whole that whole globe thing is perpetuated, and right under our noses. Like, hey, this is because this is what's happening. Like, no one ever has witnessed the Earth's axis and the equator being anything. So you guys just suck. That's some bullshit right there.
Well, you're changing the paradigm now to where there are more average people who are doing their own research, and then they start collabing together to form communities that start getting pretty powerful with their message, because they can observe from anywhere on the planet with their connection through the internet and their friends and their subs, to start doing these experiments to where they can do this on their own, and then they're proving these things. And then there's a new, what science would say a problem, which would be a solution of the other side is figuring out, and then they have to find another word to put to it to basically just push it to the side. Okay, we've defined it, and we all know once you've defined something, you forget about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just insane how, like, even like throwing around, oh, that's due to refraction, it's caused in your local area, like what they do to just, and then a lot of people are like, oh, okay, I guess that's why that is. Like, no, there's only an equinox at your local observation point. It's not like universal. That's dumb. So anyway, I don't know. It's just
So
stupid.
wouldn't it be a point that if there is an equinox, that it would only happen in one spot on the planet, or it progresses around the planet in succession?
Exactly. What makes sense? So then, okay, we create, it's almost like this is Christmas, and then maybe you could celebrate Christmas a few days afterwards or a few days before, but everybody must do it this day. Like, no, that's just dumb, especially for what it is. The equinox is equal daylight. They were like, oh well, this is where it's perpendicular, and that creates equal amount on the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, and yeah, okay, everybody good? All right, yeah, next story. Like, so stupid.
But there is some kind of synergy there for real, because there are so many items on the planet of ancient origin that are directly built just around the equinox itself.
Okay, Tommy, we're not. I respect your views on. We have differing views.
Is
I'm
Tony
not.
up here using globe terms?
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
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 What happened, Tommy?
I don't know. I just hear you saying a lot of globe terms. I just wanted to come up and verify you're up
What
here
if
saying globe
maybe
stuff.
it's an inverted globe that's 80 million cubic miles?
Maybe it's just a globe.
It could be, but I'm saying, what if?
It is.
It could be, Tommy.
It
But
is.
like, why do they have to create like multiple terminologies for something that just seems so obvious?
What do you mean?
Like equinox versus equilux. I mean, it just seems like, hey, you say tomato, I say tomato, and what we experience.
I don't think
Yes?
equinox and equilux is the other
Equilux.
one. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably two different things.
I just explained why they say it's two different things. Yeah, I just explained
What's
that.
the difference?
The difference is that the equinox is where some magical person is looking at the earth and they see it, and the axis is
The groundhog.
perpendicular. The axis is perpendicular to the equator, and therefore equal amount of sun shows up on the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. However, equilux is what we experience in our own world, where we go, hey, I live over here. It's 3 or 4 days later where the day and night are equal, and they call it equilux. So anyway, I'm sure you're going to go like, that makes perfect sense. And for me, it makes no sense.
Well, your day is just how long the sun is out shining on you. That's day. But yeah, the equators are based on the spin axis, but the the spinning axis is true north, but the magnetic north is off. Like the magnetic poles are off from the axis pole.
Tommy,
Just a little.
I'm a big fan, but like, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying, but I'm a big fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, much love, much respect. Huh? What?
Are you a random fan?
I don't know about that.
Did Random Fan ever say how much they want for the steamboat?
No, he's not selling. He already painted one of the rudders with London's name on it.
Oh, it's his?
He said he was fixing it up to run, and he was running weddings and stuff out of them.
Yeah, whenever he was talking about it that day, something was up here. I couldn't hear him that well. I wasn't sure if he was just like working it or if it was his.
I think he's fixing it up. It's a fixer-upper, apparently.
Okay. Well, yeah, most steamboats would be. They're not producing them no more that I know of. But I do wonder, is he trapped in an enclosed water area, or can he take that thing on out to sea? I'm not sure what river he's in.
That's a good point. I don't know. I don't think I asked that question.
Yeah, steamboats aren't made for open waters. They're made for mainly rivers.
Yeah, because it's just that big turbine in the back. But if the water's calm enough, he could like maybe transport to get somewhere.
Yeah, but that's more like a ferry.
No, you're a fairy.
You're a fairy. With
Do you know
those
what river
fairy
is that?
eyes. Look at your fairy eyes. They even
Is he in
glow.
Louisiana?
Where?
Is he in Louisiana or like around? You know.
I wasn't for sure. I thought he was operating off the Mississippi.
Okay. I was gonna say around the jazzy voodoo people.
It seemed like it.
You kill me. Tommy, you kill me.
I think America is the only reason we have this like French Southern voodoo culture. I think America was required to create that.
Okay.
Because you know how there's a mix of like Catholicism and some kind of like Spanish voodoo-ish. It's all like meshed together in Louisiana to create that thing.
the Creole, like the
Yeah.
whole like voodoo, like
Well,
their
that chicken from Popeye.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's some serious shit that goes down there in you know, like deep Louisiana,
drink
New Orleans, and
chicken
shit like
blood
that.
and goat
Hey,
blood and shit.
I had a friend who was working, you know, in a New Orleans office, and
Nyalin.
Nolan, but he told me, and it was like, hey, everybody down there up in their attic, they have either a hatchet or an axe, because when the big one comes, they need to be able to like cut their way out and get on the roof. And I was like, holy shit, dude. You know, it's real. Some
So
real
there's
shit
only
down there.
one thing you need to know about Louisiana, and that's one movie, only one movie you need by two words. It's called Hard Target. Van Damme. Great movie.
It is a good movie.
You know, all that kicking's no good unless you're on Broadway. I'm still kicking. I must be on Broadway.
So Tommy, you know, why can't people not have like a dialogue and conversation with you? This just seems like it's so easy to do it. Why are people like?
Because they piss me off. Once I get pissed off, I just roll on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's almost, I mean, not that people have to like, hey, you're great. I agree with everything.
No, I don't
you
like
say.
that.
No, that
yeah,
sucks. That's bullshit. But like, why can't they just like, you know, tit for tat?
Why can't we all just get along?
No, I'm not saying that. Like, but like, why can't it just, you know, happen? I don't.
In some circles, like they
Because
talk
they're normally
about
doing
stuff
this.
like,
This is what they're doing to Tommy. They
Oh,
do this.
yeah. Yeah, they do that. That's some bullshit. That's some total bullshit right there. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm collecting a lot of old stuff. Like I found the clip whenever Yurt had given Paulie the keys back in the day, and it was the first time Paulie started kicking Provo Kid without Yurt doing it. And I found their conversation about, well, did you kick him? And he was like, no, I was just putting him back and bringing him up and putting him back. He didn't even know to call it dunking yet. That's how back in time it was.
But that's what I don't understand. Why do people go on these panels and get kicked off more than one time and come back?
Well, that's not as bad as someone that's seeking the power to kick people from any given panel they might be on. Like, anybody can get kicked. It just could depend on the host's mood. It might just be a situation that day. Anybody can get kicked and come back. But to desire that ability, I think, is something more to look at.
But hey, you know, I made a comment earlier, but like, to me, like, how could you have a channel that you embrace and you think, hey, this is my creative outlet, which is kind of what obviously this stuff is for, you know, folks that are doing it, and you just turn around and give the keys to some person who can then come in there and with willy-nilly dunk and do some bullshit total arrested development, behavior that's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I mean,
because you always get undermined because at first it's the dating process. You meet the representative, and then after a few months, you gain the trust. They get pissed off 1 or 2 times, and you go, "Oh shit, I thought you were
Like,
cool. Turns out you're a fucking crazy fanatic."
there is some situations I could see people sharing keys for reasons, but yeah, what you're talking about, RT, it seems more often like just the high school thing all over again.
Yeah.
Like, I've found times that he's like leaning on somebody, like pressuring them for the keys, and then there's people like OTW that'll just willingly hand them over to be like, "Yeah, boss, whatever you say, boss." Like,
yeah,
toady up.
I'm not even talking about any particular person. It's more.
Well, I am.
Touche.
I mean, who else? Can you name someone else that's out for keys?
Well, no, I can't.
I mean, I see a lot of douchebags out for wrenches. Like, you tell me, he's got to be the biggest wrench douchebag in these streets. But yeah,
Oh,
I don't
man.
see a lot of people out for keys.
Oh God, the people that are like schlopping and begging for wrenches, that
they're
is so
freedom
freaking gay. Oh my God, dude.
The only reason you'd want a wrench is to suppress somebody's speech.
No, that's wrong, man. People got it.
Oh, no, you're right. I would want to be able to
why
drop links. You're
anybody
right.
should have a wrench in the first place is to drop links, promote the channel, and keep the crazy trolls out. That's it. It shouldn't
the
be
only
for
thing
any
that should be-
powers or you have like this authority over other people or you're more liked by the channel owner because you got a wrench. No, it's to work the channel. So if you're going to work it, you get a wrench. If you're not going to work it, you shouldn't have one.
Yeah,
And the
but
only thing
so
you should
often
be wrenching
Oh.
is like spam. Like if somebody's just spamming the chat, but you shouldn't
Yeah,
be
I agree,
getting
Tony.
wrenched
Yeah.
over like
I agree,
feels
Tony.
or disagreed points.
Yeah, but how many people got wrenches that don't drop links of the actual content of the creator's channel that they're on?
Yeah.
You
Now
know?
there is this one channel I've been to, Rachel's something. It's like a record, like a vinyl club, and they just
that's
give
cool.
everybody a wrench. So if you're a
Yeah.
new person and show up, they can tell because you don't have a wrench, and then no one can wrench them because all the regulars are wrenched up.
Right.
But they're
But
real
you have
chill.
to go
They're
all
not
the
over there
way.
doing what we do.
But that's almost like, hey, you're part of the club and blah, blah, blah. There's nothing, malevolent that's going on there. But like what just seems to be like total garbage is like someone with a wrench on a channel and like someone can say something that's the most benign fucking thing and it just happens to be pretty funny. And maybe, going against, someone else, that's a guest or whatever, not the channel person, not egregious against the fucking channel owner. And then they fucking get all bullshittery and then block the person. It's like, dude, what the hell are you doing? And a lot of times it can be, look, a lot of times it can be a woman. And obviously we love women, but like
I don't want to fucking hate them.
But seriously, it's like, oh, you said something bad about this other person, like, or said something bad about them, and the channel is like, I have no idea why you blocked this person. This is some bullshit. I'm going to have to take everybody's wrenches away because you all can't behave. It's like bunch of freaking childhood
crazy
preschool bullshittery.
If you're wrong, you're wrong. Own up to it. And if somebody calls you out, come with the facts. Don't just be like, well, now we're just going to banhammer everybody, as Tommy so
You can
likes to
block a
say.
wrench, you can block a ball.
Exactly. Should have dodged.
Crazy. I mean, I've had people with wrenches on my channel hide people.
Yeah, of course. And then you
Now,
go.
when someone gets hidden, can the host still see their chat?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
See,
think it.
man, I think I'm hidden on Hoax Wars, and I don't know if he's the one that did it or not. Because the last week whenever I got invisibled, like Kim and Carl and all kinds of people showed up all at once and were like, meth pedo Jew, like up my ass, and it was spamming his chat. And so he
Well,
started muting them, and I think they muted me too.
Ask London, it's happened 3 different times, and you have to go back in YouTube Studio to see who specifically removed those people.
And just a wrench can do it too, like can mute people.
I think so, because now they've extended limits that you can time people out for.
Yeah, like 1,000 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, they
1800K.
altered how the duration of a timeout.
10 seconds and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Like,
the other thing, that's
slap
the
on the
other thing.
wrist or
Your wrenches can like run your fans off. Because if I'm having fun at a place I
hell
like and I
yeah.
get timed out, I'm like, fuck this, I'm leaving, man. If I can't even chat, I'll fucking leave.
Of course.
It's like, I know it's not the host's fault, but
it can just throw a Molotov cocktail into the freaking Grass Hut Village. It's so stupid. It's dumb.
And now the night me and London and Z did the thing, like fighting Paul, I still stand behind every wrench I did that night because it was hilarious. Because people were fucking spurging out in the chat, and I was even like, I'm going 30 round full auto, and I started like hitting timeouts up and down on all.
You were freaking out too. You were.
Well, it was Moose and Kim and somebody else, and every time they came back, I would just mute them again. Because they were just standoffish.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind. Go after those people, but when you start hammering the regulars, I kind of have to step in a little bit myself, Tommy.
Oh, I've never hammered regular.
Whatever.
Are you talking about that time that Tits McGee tried to vocal that I was? I did look at the wrench and like hit the Spirit 313.
No, this was after that.
Tommy, I wanted to ask you. So, obviously you're a veteran of these panel shows and so forth. But to me, it's almost like there's a difference between, people that are like fucking interesting and can carry the day versus these people that just show up and then they're like talking shit and it's like so fucking boring. And excuse me, but like, what the fuck are you even doing continually showing up on these panels? It's like total grimness. So I don't know. What do you think? Tommy?
Talking shit, I dig it sometimes because sometimes I'm down for the fight. Like, so if a shit talker comes along, I'm like, I'm down to talk shit and fight. What I don't like is these people that go to every panel and just wishy-washy fair weather bullshit. It's like get up on the panel just to be like, so what's going on? How's your job? Like we might have been having a LARP session or something, It's like one time on Truth or Cop, it was like JG and Mitchell. They just turned it into talking about the job site. And that was back whenever I was big on the Spurg News, and I popped in as like breaking news, and we were all LARPing.
Yeah.
And they were just keeping it like drugged down to Mellowdome.
Yeah,
That's the crazy part. Don't
shout
you think
out
some
to
of these
JG.
people start
go
treating
ahead.
these like? I was just saying, don't you think some of these people start treating these streams like they're a phone call?
And that's what it technically is.
Bullshit.
It's like a Zoom call, yeah. But I do encourage all the channels to kind of do their thing so that people can kind of go to where they like. I even told Truth or Cop, like, dude, you could totally incorporate into my fictional anime crossover if you want. But he just feels like he's doing a thing, like covering protesters. I'm like, time travel cop, come on, man.
Yeah. Shout out to JG, he and I got a little sideways. I was just on CBO stream one time and like I was about to explain and share some information and it was kind of personal, and like then he pipes in, and you know what he said was like, you know, pretty off-putting, but at the same time it was almost like, hey, you know, you might have done me a favor because I was about to share something personal that really is no one's fucking business. So to this day I look back on that like JG probably, you know, did me a solid. Not that it was anything bad. It was almost more like very could have been a very emotional thing to share with people.
Emotional damage.
but shout out to JG. I've come to really, you know, respect him. Now Mitchell, on the other hand, you know, I haven't had a whole lot of interaction with him.
Mitchell, I had no lock on my door. My mom refused to knock. She just opened the door or knock while she was opening the door. I live under their roof. I was like, all right, if you want to walk in on your son busting a nut, that's on you, I guess.
But you have to admit that like these interactions with people that are, you know, quasi homeless or hobo, you know, living out of their vehicle, like in my wildest dreams I would like, and look, it's just
I've been in that
fact.
life,
It's just a
and I'm glad
I would have
I didn't have this LARPerverse whenever I was living out of a vehicle, because it would have slowed me up from getting out of that.
Yeah,
it's a choice.
Right, wrong, and
like
or indifferent.
distraction.
I'm just saying, like, in my wildest fucking dreams, I would never ever have thought that I would interact with people that were like had that kind of life experience. So you can shit on me, whatever, but like it has opened my eyes to, you know, the Bentons of the world, the Mitchells of the world, the JGs of the world, and like, wow, you know, there you go.
I used to pull up to a regular line at this Walmart every night. We would all pull up. You'd be surprised what kind of sports cars and nice cars people that were in a bad situation were living out of. Like,
oh, I totally believe that, dude. Like, there can be like there's an orchestrated, like, you know, begging, you know, crew, and they have some nice vehicles, and I've seen it internationally. I've seen this shit go down internationally, where you thought this poor lady had leprosy in Rome, and she's over there begging, and then you look over, and you know, you're at a cafe, and you look over like, huh, there's that old lady who is like in her 20s smoking a cigarette, taking a break from begging.
right, but I never, the whole time I was homeless, I had a job. Like, I never didn't have a job when I was homeless. And a lot of the time I was like a temporary apartment maintenance guy for a temp company. So I'd go around Denver to different, and I utilized it. Like, if I got in good with a place, I'd get like a key and just crash in an empty unit at night and grab a shower and shit, just clean the place up before I left.
Sure.
Wouldn't you still say though, Tommy, that it's still a choice? Like, you chose that, not that you had to, but you chose it.
Well, some people do choose it, but yeah, I had to, because there's lots of situations you can get in, and like mine, I was 1,600 miles from anybody that really gave a shit about me. And as soon as I was in an auto accident, needed surgery and stuff, everybody I knew, even my girlfriend, they all just kind of dropped me. And then a couple months later, even my landlord was like booted, and he was in a wheelchair from an auto accident. They still kicked me out whenever I was like a month or two behind on rent. So yeah, I had to do it, but yeah, people will stay in it. I was always trying to
Did it
get back
disable
out.
you?
Huh?
Did it disable you?
Not permanently, but I had to give up my college degree job I had, and I ended up ultimately jobless and homeless. But by the time I was homeless, I was working again. But being jobless is what got me homeless, from having to have surgery on my dominant arm. I had to have my
So
bicep
now
reset.
you're just getting back on your feet again.
No, I got out of homeless just before, like maybe 4 to 6 months before lockdown started, which I'm glad. If I would have been
Oh
homeless
man.
when lockdown started, I don't know. I'd probably still be fucked.
Oh, I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's commendable because it's hard to completely start over for anyone.
And don't get me wrong, the whole time it was like 3 years to see a dime from the wreck, and that's what got me homeless. But it's easier to be homeless knowing that you're in the settlement process than to just be homeless. And I always had at least a car. So
Right. It's retroactive too. Did you get temporary disability?
No, like what do you mean?
You can file for temporary disability in any type of injury situation that where a doctor will qualify you to be disabled for at least a year.
I didn't do anything like that, but I was in a situation where like I had to pay out of pocket for a lot of medical stuff until the court shit was over, because I only had medical coverage under my vehicle insurance. I didn't have health insurance coverage, and so that my vehicle insurance coverage for health went real fast, and I had to pay a lot of down and upfront stuff to get the medical stuff done, and then
You
it
should
all
have
got
canceled your
reimbursed.
insurance and applied for Medicaid.
Maybe I could have done
With
that.
zero positive income coming in, Medicaid would pay for 100% of your medical bills.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember what was
I know
going on
that
back then.
because I had a broken neck and $80,000 in bills
Oh man.
from falling 25 feet and bouncing off a truck on the way down.
Now, this
Don't
was
try
the,
that at
like,
home.
Yeah, no, I was really drunk and being a dumbass and had to have
Oh,
3
shit.
spinal fusions in my neck.
Dude. Wow. Well, hopefully you're healed.
I had a
I was
friend that was
28. I'm 43.
Damn.
Oh wait, last year, last year a ladder spun around and hit me in the back, and now I have 5 compression fractures in the middle of my spine.
Oh man.
Yeah, I pretty much live with chronic pain, but thanks to the marijuana.
Well, what I have an OSHA, I think I had an
Thank
OSHA
Jessa.
30 card.
Huh?
I think I had an OSHA 30 card. I was gonna look up some pictures if they're on this phone of the type of stuff I do at a job site, even with my OSHA card. Like I have this one picture where it was like steps for one leg of the ladder and a 5-gallon bucket on the lower steps that the other half of the ladder is sitting on.
Oh no!
And then I went up
Fail.
that to work on a fan or a chandelier.
Hold on. Real quick.
OSHA fail. What's up, London?
Real quick. Let's get into something.
Hey, is this an adult account, London?
You
Can
said
you
that
actually
last
watch
time.
my videos now compared to the London Man channel?
He has the 18 provision.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Fair use.
Are we gonna make this a template? Should I start making 007 Spurg vids?
I love these. They're great.
Why is it? No, listen. Z is better than OTW, and Z goes and gets the job. OTW is a shit fucking excuse for a restream, and he quits his job. How's he gonna get dental fucking insurance? Do you see that smile? Do you see that smile? He might as well be in a homestead in Colorado with a smile like that. He might as well be accusing me of a pedo with a smile like that. And why are you still here, you old coot? We're done with you. Get the old coot out of here.
Tommy going off.
I mean, that's why they bring me on, right? That's why coffee is.
Tommy, you never fucking disappoint, dude. You never
OTW, nobody cares. Let me speak. If I shut up, you're gonna shut up and no one's gonna listen to you. Okay, watch.
I'm like IP man. I'm like a verbal IP man.
Okay, case in point. I was reading
your chat.
Oh, I'm gonna do a Christos video. I'm about to cook Christos.
Christos? May I say? May I? Christos, why are you so quiet, buddy? You got my picture on your fucking shit. It's not
Who
even
thinks
here.
you're a fucking demented fucking motherfucker who tried to hit on him, man, with your stupid fucking...
Well, I didn't say hit on me, but
That's what it was. He was trying to hit on you.
No, see, look at that. Look at that. That's Robin right there.
That's like good gene Christos in that picture. If Christos had perfect genes.
Christos, you take your nobody little dick child shit and get the fuck out. Fucking 3 days you planned on me.
I'm gonna decapitate that giraffe.
Well, look, I have to say, hold on. In defense of Tommy, Christos is an objectively handsome young man. I mean, can you
he's
really
a
blame him?
douchebag. He's a fucking fake ass douchebag. He fucking cleans
That's why you're
churches,
trying
but
to
he doesn't
flirt
listen
with
in
him, you
churches.
piece of shit.
I am
He is a fake ass douchebag.
Salute to the Phil Collins reference.
Go
Now, this is not Christian Brotherhood anymore.
I knew that voice. Let's do it, Yerk. What do we do?
Dude, is that a YouTube video or is that a movie that that guy's in? It looks like some Super Troopers shit or something.
Honestly, let's do a real panel here. Let's do a real panel here. You're honestly.
Bruce Springsteen. In the USA, I was born in the USA.
The problem is you'll take off with your family for a week and you'll try and act like you're on a road trip, but really you're just hiding from everybody. You're just hiding from everybody that sees through your bullshit. You're fucking nobody.
Yes, Mr. Spraven til at stemme. Det er ikke en almindelig vampyr. Nej, det er en fodboldvampyr, som kan tage 200 nigger ved hovedet.
You jealous of how straight that guy's teeth is.
Oh man, that was gold. That was freaking gold, dude.
It never disappoints.
Did I tell you guys I have like an uneven hip and a sciatica problem because my teeth don't sit right? Did you know that can happen?
Yeah, I've heard that. But
yeah, man.
Oh,
it's like your jaw sitting wrong affects your neck rotation, and it'll just work its way down from there.
Look, let me just say this. Like, you know, shout out to Christos, but like when he comes on here and he's like, you know, advance warning, hey, I'm going to do this DMT thing. I'm going to report back my, you know, what happened. It's almost like, dude, that's equivalent to you doing a bowel movement. We don't give a fuck.
It also pisses me off because if he's talking about streaming it, he still hasn't got me the LSD stream we did.
And shout out to Christos, but like, dude,
stop shouting out to him.
Don't shout out. You should challenge him. Be like, hey, you should try some bath salts next.
I am gonna do a fucking hit piece on him now because he talked shit at OTW.
No, seriously, I heard somewhere it makes like the best spiritual experience. Wink, wink.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
What's the other one called? Salvia? There used to be YouTube videos. There used to be these YouTube videos of these ghetto ass dudes sneaking salvia on each other, like
it's
urban
like it's
dudes,
like DMT.
wrapping it in the blunt and taping themselves, letting their friends smoke it without telling them.
It's like equating mushrooms and acid, you know.
It's
But
almost
it's
like
funny to watch it though.
Equivalent of a cat lady, like, oh, hey, look at my cats. They're doing DMT. Like,
No.
This
Whenever
is
they
so
snuck
grim,
it on these
bro.
hood niggas, like they'd get that that smoky look, like whenever he was getting wet, and like the one dude, instead of trying to go back up the steps, he tried to climb the wall, getting all noited out. Man, it is messed up if they were friends. But
No,
another
that
kid,
wet was formaldehyde.
yeah.
Anyway,
But
shout out
another
to
kid, this
Christos.
white dude would do like gardening on salvia, driving on salvia, and every video was the same. He'd set up to do whatever the activity was, and then he'd just like salvia fucking Kirk there in that spot, like
I
go
don't
all
know, but
fucking
like
comatose.
it's akin to like, you know, somebody who's fixated on cats. Like, oh my god, dude.
Maybe
But
they're getting high off the cat piss.
I have no idea. But it looks like we got that. We're getting the 10-minute countdown.
That's just
All right.
horrible.
Play the OTW video then.
Yeah, no, I
Let's
went
see if
into
you can
a
play
house
adult
with
video.
50 fucking cats as a cable guy, and I went outside and threw up because the smell of ammonia was so strong.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. If
What
I was
video,
doing it,
Tom?
oh,
what?
Go ahead.
What video did you say?
You can
I
try
was
and play any of them just to see if you can play the 18 plus video.
I tried to play one earlier and it wouldn't play.
How are you making these?
He said that from the start.
Yeah, but that was the London Man channel. This is the Rebuttal Bar. You should have made this an
No, he said
adult.
it here, didn't he? Didn't you,
said it
London?
here.
Oh, I don't know. I might have
Yeah.
missed it, but I'm saying, why are you making your profiles as if you're under 18?
I'm
No,
not.
I'm just
I
saying
swear.
he tried it here and it won't let him. It's not the 18 thing. I think he had 18 set on his other channel and we still had the same issue.
So why is it saying you can't play them?
I have no idea.
Can you go to my thumbnails? Go to that Dr. Disrespect thumbnail. I
One
think
second,
that's
let me try
badass.
it
I'm
again.
kind of proud of that one.
Hold on. I'll try it again.
How close does
Which
Z
one?
have to get to the
Pick
camera?
one.
Kind of this close, right?
Tommy, pick one.
I can't see anything on the screen, but
No,
if
just
you
tell
can
me
bring them
one.
up,
No, because
play
I'm
the
on my phone.
Conspiranati trailer, the one with the 3 kitty Triforce. Dude, I'll never get this
Okay,
unicorn
that's the
situation
one.
again.
Okay, I'm gonna send it over. 1 second.
I will never get that situation again, and you may never get a situation that you can
Hopefully it
edit
works
like
now.
that. Like,
Hopefully it works.
when will I ever have a mistaken death online again? Like, even what the fuck? Let me see what it said. Give my TV a second to catch up. Let me see what it says. You verify your age. Well, click verify. See what it says.
Oh no.
Would it ask you like an algebra question or something?
Maybe it's because he's trying to share a video that's located internationally.
No, they want him to verify because it was the same way for me to be able to post thumbnails and shit. YouTube's weird.
But I
On
thought you
average,
couldn't
how
even
many
have a
pimples do
channel
you
unless you
have?
were 18.
Hey, London, if I am wrenched up and I like
Hey,
posted,
hold on. That's another thing. I tried to wrench people. Something went terribly wrong, right? It seems
I'm just
like.
trying to think if there's a
Hold
way
on,
to
hold
get
on. I
around
know, hold
playing.
on, because there's something
Yeah.
I need to figure out. I was trying to wrench Squirrel, but for some reason, it wouldn't allow me to. Hold on, let me see if I got to go to the YouTube. 1 second.
Shenanigans going on.
So, Lizzo, are you telling me you haven't been able to watch any of my 18 plus vids? Because that's like all of them, but 1 or 2.
Going on.
So, Lizzo,
Hey, Tommy,
well,
did
you
you
can
have to
at
go
least
through
play.
did you already go through the
Yeah.
AdSense
It
shit?
won't even let me mod people. I can't even mod people.
Oh man.
What
It's not
kind
giving me that
of
option.
what kind of profile is the Rebuttal Bar?
What do you mean?
Is
Private
it
or
the same
public?
kind of membership thing as London
It's
Man
the
is?
same thing. I ain't changed nothing. Just made a new
Yes, it's a
account.
different channel. It is weird, man. Oh, and when
Won't
you
let
do
me
make a video that's for kids, it automatically shuts off chat and comment. Obviously, but I didn't know that when I premiered the Dr. Disrespect one. And you probably can play that one because it's not an 18 plus.
Yeah, but
Tommy. You broke the internet the other day when you did a live stream. I mean,
Oh,
that
I
was
know, and I
freaking.
didn't even.
That was the That was
cold.
incredible.
What? You had a
Congratulations.
live stream, Tommy, and you didn't invite me?
No, I didn't let anybody up. I was just
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
all
it was
cracked out from being up all night. I was just ranting, saying my piece. It did
it
feel
was
good.
it was epic. It was epic.
I've been looking back over it. I'm gonna edit it to be more listenable when it's not live. You know, maybe do some meme edit to it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
I could
eventually
I
repost.
could come up
you got to
sometime,
do another
Tommy,
one.
and let you roast me. I'll come up and play the flat Earth game with you.
Yeah, I need to do one to start getting used to like bringing people up. But see, I got this tablet. Where is it? If I can get this tablet cracked, it's probably going to be better for streaming. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to find the right YouTube video to crack it.
Do you have a laptop or just a tablet?
Well, my laptop doesn't stream as well as my phone, but
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't got this. I bought this off a dude on the street because he just wanted to get some chicken. He just wanted $25 to go get some chicken at Chester's. I was like, well, is it? Yeah, and I should have known it was fucking stolen because he told me it was new, and I was like, yeah, right. But then whenever I opened it and it still had a password on it, I was like, God damn it, I should have known. So I'm just looking.
Yeah,
I've been
no,
trying
it's
YouTube.
mine. I didn't just steal it. No, absolutely.
FYI, you can always speed up your computer if you look up the model number and see if you can add on an extension RAM to where you don't have to take the computer apart. And then you can increase the RAM capability of your computer if you have fast enough internet.
Right, there's my outboard solid state hard drive. So when I get a decent laptop again, I can just switch everything. Now this is like a $300. Like I can flip this all the way out and make it tablet mode. Like this thing was just. It was just my emergency laptop for my Faraday bag for like emails and stuff. But
Are you
because
using that
my
as a boot
laptop
up
broke,
drive?
huh?
Are you using it as a boot up drive?
I'm just using it as surfing the web and editing videos and
Okay, storage.
yeah,
Well, you
like
can use it
the
as
solid
storage,
state is the
or you can use it to boot your operating system. You can put on the solid state, and you can use it as a boot up drive to where it doesn't take up your existing space on your hard drive, and it makes your computer boot up a lot faster. But that's a whole
right.
separate
But there's
issue.
something about the streaming. I think the phone will just be better. And this
Yeah,
tablet in
it
the
has a
book,
higher RAM service on your phone.
in the tablet, it talks about in the handbook like it is a giant phone. So this might be the thing to stream on whenever I get it fucking cracked.
There you go.
I just I do the stuff that YouTubers show, and there's an extra step on this that's keeping it from doing it, and none of the videos I've found show what to do about it.
But damn,
I
it's
might
getting
just
late for London, man. I mean, holy crap.
Yeah, I was
Dude.
about to say, you read my mind. Hey, final words, fellas.
All right, final words. Let me go first since all three of you here. Tell me if you guys think this is some God stuff. Like when I did have my accident and my shit was all fucked up, I was on Facebook bitching that like Aurora hospitals kept putting me off to see all these different specialists. And it was like going into 3 weeks and I still hadn't had surgery on my arm and my biceps just up next to my shoulder. And this girl that I used to party with back east in my hometown, she was out here in Denver nursing for a surgeon crew that does like Denver Broncos and MMA fighters and shit called Stedman Hawkins. And she saw me bitching on Facebook and was like, well, let me ask my guys if they have any room to get you in. And she came back the next day like, yeah, they said you should have had surgery like the day you had your accident and they can get you in. And it was badass. I had like jock fucking Broncos surgeons and MMA surgeons doing my arm.
Wow.
But do you think that's like God stuff that's 1,600 miles from my hometown? A girl I just kind of fair weather partied with back in my hometown was out here nursing to the people that could get me straightened out.
Yeah,
Is that not a
that's
God
pretty
event?
wild. That's pretty
Yeah.
wild, dude.
And
Yeah.
good to the doctors that referred you there. You know, I was referred to one of the best medical burn units in the country in my own state from setting my hand on fire with gasoline.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid.
I had a roommate for years that was mildly Freddy Krueger because when they were kids, they were throwing black powder on a fire, and he got all ballsy and took the whole big chunk of the bag and threw it
Oh,
on and
yeah.
blasted him back. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
didn't look hideous,
Don't
but
feel
you
like
could
a
tell.
pussy and go to the burn units and have just a burnt hand when you see little children with melted faces and people with
That
completely
was
melted
him.
bodies.
Yeah, he went to burn
and you're like,
camps. And
yeah, I'm just here for my left hand. You know,
Yeah, that's awful.
I felt horrible being there.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
burn's the worst because it melts your like pores and stuff. So like in the
Yeah,
winter, his skin would
definitely.
get real dry and tight, and then in the summer, he didn't sweat as much because his pores were all fucking closed up.
Yeah, I wish I
But he's
had
also,
pictures. They cut all the skin off my fingers.
Oh my God,
Yep.
dude, that's awful.
Yeah, you gotta because it's dead, and you gotta cut it away, or it'll infect the underlayers
Right.
trying to heal it.
And I had
Well,
artificial skin grafts from cultured
Yep.
skin instead of shaving it off my thigh.
Gee
Yeah,
whiz.
and he had like some waffle patches where they had taken skin grafts off of him, and it left like waffle scars.
Yep.
Yeah, and all I do is talk with cows. So like, is the, but hey, you know, you gotta acknowledge like there are certain parts of the medical industry that are like truly changing people's lives, and then there's another part of it that's like truly fucking people over. It's bizarre, but
severe medicine versus general.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a mad scientist and a doctor?
Oh my God.
Damn good question.
The voluntary patient is the
Oh my
difference.
God.
Leave that dope alone.
Ooh, shit.
That dude just broke his fucking neck.
Oh my God.
I think it was real. I don't see why it wouldn't be because they did too much detail, but I remember a picture going around on
Holy
Facebook.
moly.
You know how on the back of tractor trailers they'll have that one little square window in the back?
Jeez.
Alone.
No. Go ahead, Tom.
There was a motorcyclist that I guess he had slammed into the back of one and jammed his helmet through there, and the trucker didn't know, and I guess he drove like miles with this dead guy just hanging by his neck. And I saw the picture of him like limp hanging from it before they had gotten him down.
That's terrible.
That's
terrible. Hey, London, really appreciate you letting me join. Hope it wasn't boring. Enjoyed it. Have a good evening.
Hey, RT, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, RT.
Yeah.
Do us a stream of that cave sometime.
Oh shoot, dude. That'd be pretty damn cool. But
why'd I have to tell you to do that?
Well, I'm chicken shit to go down in there because I don't think I could be pulled out by.
Are you in Texas?
No, I'm in Virginia.
Oh, fuck, it's too
Yeah.
far. I was gonna say I'll come out and hit that cave with cameras and lights and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think it goes pretty deep, but like I'm just too chicken shit by myself
Dude.
to even go in there.
What part of Virginia do you live in?
Let's just say
I used to live in Winchester whenever I worked at the craft plant, made Capri
yeah,
Sun.
that's northern. I had clients up in that area.
Okay, and I grew up in West Virginia where I was in a number of caves.
Yeah.
Probably scarier, equally
Yeah,
as scary.
I had coal mining clients all around West Virginia, but yeah, I mean that's a great idea. I need to just like suck it up, buttercup, and dive down.
No, you don't want to go alone.
No,
You don't wanna go
absolutely, yeah.
Internet
Sure.
historian did a thing about a guy that was trapped in a cave until he died, but it was a horrendous story.
Yeah, and then you end up, like you're gnawing, your own arm off to get out of there.
No, like for months, people were taking food and water down and feeding him and stuff while they tried to think of how to get him out.
Yeah,
and a lot of bad
This is
stuff happened.
turning into
Crazy.
a horrifying final note, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, I'll dip out. But thank you so much, London,
Yeah,
And
big
you
ups,
guys,
Archie.
yeah, Tommy and Tony, yeah, you guys take care.
You too, RT. Much love.
Too.
There you go. Much love.
We're brothers. He just keeps not admitting it.
Who? You and
RT.
Archie?
No, me and you.
Oh, you sound like Flow State.
Dude, we're the same age. We're twins. Get over it. Like,
That's why I say there's no excuse for you to not be Globy,
well,
especially your line
I
of work.
never told you I gave a specific theory. I just look at certain theories that don't define anything and I throw out the information on that. If you note, I never actually say that I believe any certain thing besides
Right,
my
like not
speculation
globe. It's that you
into
don't
the
believe globe.
densities. No, I think you could be right, but I think the scale may be way off. Way off.
Whatever. I think that's what I said is we need to find that thing the community can jump on that it's like now we don't look stupid and we can come back over to globe. That's what everyone's looking for is that out. Because think of Z, man. It's been more than a year that he's just been like not Z like tenacious, like Einstein, like he's
I
mad
will give
off
you
the globe.
credit that I think that the flat theory is a flat note. It makes you define it, and then okay, that's it. But there
And also,
are
it's like
other
nothing
theories
supports
as well. There's the hollow Earth. There's the other Earth. There's the, London's crater
Now,
Earth.
I can get down with Hollow Earth.
Right.
I can subscribe to Hollow Earth because it still keeps it globe. But yes, I agree. Very much where UFOs are probably coming from.
Well, there's
and one
some
of the beasts
badass
that come
research
from the ocean.
on the Coruscant theory, which basically says we are an inverted globe.
Oh,
And the
London, did you
stars
see
in the
my
sky
chat?
is in the center.
Did you see my chat over on the other channel before we came over here, London?
No, which one?
All right, so you know, Tony, the story of whenever they were leaving Sodom and Gomorrah and they were told not to look back, and whenever what's his dick's wife looked back, she turned into a pillar of salt.
Yes, the pillars, dude, that's creepy.
Okay, so listen, let's say that was probably an angel that did that. Like it was probably angels destroying Sodom and Gomorrah, and if you looked back, they'd turn you to a pillar of salt. So I saw this TikTok, I know it was a TikTok and it was on YouTube, of
Tommy,
this
wrap him
guy
up,
talking
please.
about a CIA document that says like Russians or Ukrainians, and I don't know if it was in this war, but at some point they had seen a UFO, and I guess the RPG guy just decides to shoot his RPG at it, and he hit it, and the aliens got out and formed a spear together, and all the soldiers that saw that spear turned into a pillar of stone.
I heard that exact fucking story.
And because it's so biblical, I'm like, I bet it's Nephilim. I think UFO aliens. I think it's Nephilim, fallen angels, and it's the end of the world, y'all.
Makes you wonder how many buildings were built out of bodies.
Oh, yeah. Where is that like cellar that's made out of bones and skulls and shit? Isn't that like around the Vatican or something?
Hey,
it's in
we close this bad boy
All
down
right,
now.
London. I know there's no sun where you are. You gotta watch your sleep movies. Better figure out how to be able to watch my fucking videos. Get your shit straight. Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Oh
He
shit.
almost
You didn't
made
even
it.
give me time. You didn't even give me time to rebuttal him. Damn.
I know, man. It's a bar. It's got to go both ways, right?
Damn. Okay, Tommy. I got you. He's
He
right though. I
almost
need
made
to
it
get
to
that
the
out.
end, though.
Need to get that shit popping again because I don't know what happened. But yeah, we'll figure it out. See what Sky's up to. Haha.
Right? This guy is always up there.
Got
Always
the limits.
available.
Got the limits. Here's my stayers down there. Yes, sir. Got Lizzo in the building still. Much love. Got Mars Life in the building. Much love. Got Small Town Girl in the building. Much love. Maggot in the building. Much love. Zero Infinity in the building. Who else is down there? Show yourself. Who's the stage? Mr. Tommy. Yeah, you do raise the bar. I also bring the best out of people. I made you raise your bar.
Made me raise mine.
There you go. He's totally saying something like that. Woo. Honored. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man, I had to change up my research, man. I had to come correct with what I was claiming. Shit, I looked up a long time ago, but vaguely. I had to go a little specific on the path, you know? Come correct with the information. I think that's really what people want. I think the Paul channel's out there for the people that like the drama of life. You know, people that usually lack problems create them, so they like those atmospheres. But the people that don't really do like the information and they want to learn. So I'm here for you and them.
So that's my boy. I think that's a good note to leave on. I'm gonna shut this bad boy down.
100%, man. 100%.
Yes, sir. But thanks again to you, man. Thanks for popping up. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely.
As
You get some
always.
sleep and you get a hold of me, all right? I got some material for the next other channel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Most definite.
All right. Peace to the chat and panel. You guys are awesome. Have a good night.
Peace out to you.
Peace out.
There we go. Rebuttal Bar. How you like it?
Check. I ain't never been to Cuba before, but I got two around my neck. Something slight though. Check. Hey. Man. Damn. Check. Yeah. Black ASC, stock Recaro C. Now every time she see the rag,
420 if you got that real quick.
parked it right next to the vet for no reason.
420.
Let her stay the night, then drop the bitch at 4 seasons. Every time I drop a new tape, I cop new pieces. I don't even gotta do a show, I'm still eating. I don't need shit from a bitch, but still keep this beat. Make me wanna cop a rope and 2 beepers. $250,000 spent on a whip and still feasting. Show my young niggas in the hood that they can get it. I'm hitting 150 down Bob Speedway. Race to M6 on my way to John Daly. I've been shopping at Trader Joe's crazy lately. Cleaning my Rolex, watching movies from the 80s. I ain't rode my bike in a month, I've been craving. Calculating every fucking cent I've been saving.
I've been busy. Real life and shit. Work and shit. Gotta get it.
Numbers. Getaway whip, got it parked in Emeryville. $5 white tee, but I worth a meal. It's magic. Roof disappear, Copperfield. I'm sitting on my couch, negotiating deals. It's money overseas, that's something that I need. She been trying to give me that since 2015. Life of a Mac, $1,000 less. If it makes sense, nigga, go on and get the cash. Gotta have a plan, take care of the fam. Make sure the tires on the whip wipe down. Anything under 10,000, I just laugh. You gotta understand, love, my time is valuable. Never show your hand. The bitch got you heartbroken, I'm counting up bands. I gotta stay focused. Views of the ocean, Louis V loafers. Even when I had nothing, bitch, I wasn't hopeless. What's happening? Carl Cease, nigga.
It's happening.
Peanut butter seeds, nigga. Something slight.
It's really happening.
Good job, Carl.
Lizzo's happy, I'm happy. Right? Lizzo's happy, I'm happy. Enough said. Till next time. Lay low. Look after yourself. Love over war. London.